ever with the Clippers last year. He's now averaging 26 points a game. That could be a new career high if he can keep it up. One of the breakout performers for Miami this year is at the three. That's Pelle Larsson in his second year out of Arizona. 14 points for him on Friday, 3 out of 6 from downtown. He did not start any of the first 3 games of the season. In fact, he hardly played, but after a career-high 17 points, getting a spot start in the 4th game of the year, Larsson has not left the lineup since. Andrew Wiggins at the power forward. Knicks held him to 15 points on Friday. He missed 5 of his 6 3-pointers. And then in the middle, it's Khalil Ware. 3 straight double-doubles for him. 7-footer, can knock down a 3-pointer from time to time. Certainly one of the more impressive young bigs in the NBA. He's matched up with Mitchell Robinson right out of the gate. We told you the Knick unis are mostly white tonight. It is primarily black for Miami, but they've got the powder blue Miami Vice across the front. The numbers are in pink on front and back. When it's game time, it's Tully time. The opening tip is brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the all-new Tullamore Dew Honey during tonight's action. Ware wins the tip. It's Miami ball from left to right. And about a half-full Kaseya Center. A lot of Knick fans here already. It's a typically late-arriving crowd in Miami. At the foul line, it's Wiggins. Picked up his dribble, sealed off by Towns. Sends a pass to a backdoor cutting Mitchell, but he missed a right-hand layup off a nice bounce pass feed. And the Knicks are quickly ahead from right to left. Deuce McBride runs the point. Marked by Wiggins. They post up Towns to the smaller Mitchell, far side mid-range, swinging around up top to Shamet. Ball faking a drive to the foul line. Mid-range jumper rolls in and out. Robinson got a fingertip on the rebound, but it comes to Wiggins. Miami attacking the basket to our right. 7 wins, 6 losses this year as Wiggins knifes inside, missed a point-blank layup. Rebound Ware, put back no. Second put back is off the mark from Wiggins, and Robinson pulls down the rebound. Remember, Miami, one of the worst offensive rebounding teams in the league, and they're not much better on the defensive glass either. Mikal Bridges, top of the key, drive and kick, far corner, 3-pointer. McBride connects in front of the Knick bench, and it's 3-0 New York. Past the opening minute of tonight's rematch after a thriller on Friday. Knicks won it in New York, 140-132. Larsson right side block. He took Shamet right to the cup and banked it in right-handed. And it's New York 3, Miami 2. Knicks in a 3-way tie of teams staring up at Detroit in the Eastern Conference right now. Pistons have won 9 in a row, but the Knicks are just about keeping pace after a 6-1 homestand. Entry pass to Towns, catches in midair, but he got tugged from behind by Wiggins, and they call the foul. First personal on either side, and they'll side out from the near sideline. Knicks 3, Heat 2. 10-18 remaining in the first quarter. 5-game road trip underway for the Knicks. Although you can't fully call it a trip. They're going to get to be home Sunday and Monday because they're in Brooklyn. Near baseline, Towns got stripped out of bounds by Mitchell. It stays with New York, and they'll inbound from the left side baseline. It's the City Edition. Court for Miami. It says Heat. Now a hand to McBride, takes a dribble, step back, and now drives in left side mid-post. Picked up his bounce, though. Tough fadeaway over Davion Mitchell is good at the horn. And all 5 Knick points belong to Deuce McBride. They're up by 3. 2 minutes gone by in this one as Wiggins hop steps into the lane. He got blocked in a goaltend, or rather a jump ball, I should say, as Karl Anthony Towns and Mitchell Robinson both reached in. It should be Towns on the jump, and yes, another fine defensive play from Cat will earn him a jump ball at the foul line to our right against the smaller Andrew Wiggins. Wiggins 6'7". Towns famously is 7 feet tall. Ball up and tipped over to Shamet on the right side. Shamet glides ahead from right to left. Knicks by 3 early going in Miami. Towns on the high side wing. Takes a dribble with the right hand, switched on to by Davion Mitchell. Up top for McBride, pass it left Shamet, near corner Bridges, catch and drive on the taller Ware. In the lane, pump fake got him off his feet, and then he leans in to draw the foul before a wild hook shot went off the front rim. So Mikal Bridges, who had a great start to the year getting to the free throw line, but then has gone cold lately. He's spent 4 of his last 5 games without a free throw. He's got a first quarter trip to the line. And you want to get him there as often as possible. He's a great foul shooter, 17 of 19 for the season, or 17 of 20 now. As he sizes it up at the basket to our left. Bridges able to connect. 5th in the NBA now with 2 steals a game. And a lot of it, of course, because of his career high matching 7 swipes on Friday against the Heat. A lot of guys have taken to this Mike Brown offense quickly. I don't think anyone's picked it up with as much enthusiasm as Mikal Bridges. He gets both foul shots, so it's 7-2 New York. 5 points from McBride, 2 from Bridges. Heat ball from left to right in the black Miami Vice uniforms as Larson misfires a left point 3. Rebound Towns. McBride speeds ahead. Trailer pass to Towns. Will pump fake a 3. Good closeout from Larson. Will take him into the rim. Left side layup won't go. A wild off-balance shot for the near side block. Quickly ahead to Wiggins. Already in the paint, and he snuck a layup home around the block attempt of Mitchell Robinson to make it a 3-point game. Shaman on the right wing, drives baseline, sealed off by Larson. Reset up top with Robinson. Passes left to Bridges. 3 from the wing. That's good. 5 straight points from Mikal Bridges after 5 in a row from Deuce McBride. It's 10-4 New York. Norm Powell getting his first shot up of the game. It's a tough step back 3 left wing. It misses too strong, but a long rebound secured in the far corner by Ware. Top of the arc, Mitchell. Drives the lane, one-arm pass to the far corner. Larson's 3 rainbowed in front of the Miami bench, and he makes it a 3-point game. Pella Larson, 5 of the 7 Miami points. Bridges top of the arc. Mike Brown says it's point guard by committee as Brunson recovers from that right ankle sprain. Shamet high side baseline, drives the lane, reverse layup blocked by Khalil Ware. Shamet went down, 5-on-4 the other way for Norm Powell and company. He'll slice inside across the lane and banks in a lefty layup to make it a 1-point game. Mohamed Diawara hopped off the bench a moment ago as if he was about to come in, but it's Josh Hart who winds up at the scorer's table. 8 minutes left, first quarter. Towns posting up Wiggins, near side block, double teamed by Mitchell. Thinking about a kick out instead of turnaround jump hook that won't go from the left side block, and Wiggins gets the rebound. Shaman was open for a moment, but good defensive rotations from Miami made it tough for Towns to find him. Wiggins straight on three-pointer, rattles in and out, and Robinson gets the rebound. Quick outlet to McBride across midcourt from right to left. Try to scamper past Powell, left side elbow, but it's stripped out of bounds off of McBride's leg, and Miami will take over with New York up 1, 7:28 remaining in this first quarter. Mitchell Robinson will come out of the game. Josh Hart's coming in, and indeed, the only rookie on the Knicks roster, Mohamed Diawara, is about to check in. Looks like he will wait until the next stoppage, though. As Larson works his way across midcourt from left to right, he's got 5 of the 9 Miami points. Dribbling at the T in the Heat logo at center court, passes right to Powell. He'll knife inside, tries a floater, missed it short point blank. Rebound tipped and gathered by Ware. Put back is good off the back rim and then down over the contest of Karl Anthony Towns. And Miami has its first lead. It's 11-10 Heat. 5 minutes gone by in the first. Towns misses a straight on 3 off the front rim and then the backboard. Powell sets up on the high side wing near the hash mark, and now back to midcourt for Davion Mitchell. Marked by Bridges. Creeping toward the foul line, left-hand dribble, drives on the far side of the paint, but he's sealed off by Bridges. Swinging around right corner, Powell, a tough contested 3 is off the mark over Shamet, and Towns outlets the rebound to Hart. Shamet, Hart, McBride, Bridges, and Towns. 7-0 Miami run to take a 1-point lead. 6.5 to go in this first quarter. Shamet near wing finds Towns up top, wide open 3, off the mark, wide left. Towns just had his best 3-point shooting night of the season. He was 6 for 14 on Friday, but has not hit one yet. Hop step in the lane for Wiggins. Missed it clean off glass right into Khalil Ware's hands, and Ware is able to lay it in uncontested to give Miami a 13-10 lead and force a Mike Brown timeout. 9-0 Miami run. This Knicks timeout is sponsored by BetterHelp. Mental health is health. Visit BetterHelp.com/timeout today for 10% off your first month of therapy. Miami 13, New York 10. With 6:10 remaining in the opening quarter. You're listening to New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level, and the stakes, oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
It's the Kia Season of New Traditions sales event. So don't just hang your own lights. Venture out and look for the northern lights. Drink cocoa on the beach. Or be a drive-by karaoke caroler. Because every new Kia comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. So you can take holidays to places they've never been. See your local Kia dealer or visit kia.com to learn more. Kia, movement that inspires.
See Kia dealer for warranty details. Event ends 12/1/25.
The NBA moves fast, and the stars move faster. With DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 sportsbook for live betting, you're never a step behind. DraftKings keeps pace with every play, offering industry-leading live betting, dynamic odds that shift as the game unfolds, and more open markets more often. They're live when others aren't, so you're always in the game when it matters most. Get in on the action with live player props as the most exciting performances unfold in real time. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code WHSQ. That's code WHSQ. In partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas. Pass-through of per-wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 and over. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply.
Knicks have one field goal in the last 4 minutes and 20 seconds, and that's allowed Miami to put together a 9-0 run. Heat lead 13-10 with 6:10 to go in this first quarter. Alongside Monica McNutt, I'm Tyler Murray. The Knicks have 5 points from Deuce McBride and 5 points from Mikal Bridges, while 4 of the 5 Heat players have scored at least 2 points so far, led by 5 from Pelle Larsson. Said one of our keys to the game was going to be rebounding for both of these teams. And a major point of emphasis for Miami, Khalil Ware, the starting center, said it, and so did Eric Spoelstra. And so far, they're out-rebounding the Knicks 10-5. Knicks ball from right to left. They're in white tonight against the black Miami Vice uniforms of the Heat. Shamet, Hart, McBride, Towns, and Mohamed Diawara, the rookie from France. Pass comes to Diawara at the foul line, but he's stripped by Ware. Ahead of the pack and a right-hand hammer. Khalil Ware is fired up early. He's given Miami a 5-point lead. Second-year 7-footer has 5 rebounds in 6 minutes, and 4 of them have come on the offensive glass. Udonis Haslem is somewhere smiling. Near side mid-post from Towns, and an offensive foul called on Towns. He was pushing off Larsson with the offhand, and that'll give the ball right back to Miami. It is the third Knick turnover. Heat have not given it away once. And if there's one coach who would prefer not to have to play 2 games in a row, it's Eric Spoelstra. He's got his Heat off to a great start. There's a steal from Diawara on the right side. Broke up a handoff from Jaquez to Larsson. On the other end, it's McBride for 3. Rattled it in on the left wing. No hesitation. And now a 2-point Miami lead. 5:10 to go in the first. Jaime Jaquez, Norm Powell, Davion Mitchell, Pelle Larsson, and Khalil Ware, the 5 on the floor for the Heat. As Jordan Clarkson heads to the scorer's table, Mitchell can't connect on a right wing triple over McBride. Here's Diawara up the floor, some of his most meaningful minutes as an NBA player yet. Hart top of the arc, catch and drive, stopped down low by Jaquez, and then he dragged the pivot foot, and he is called for the travel by Ray Acosta. Now Hart admitted after Friday's game, when he hit a buzzer beater at the end of a quarter with a very similar move, that he dragged his pivot foot and should have been called for a travel. That time the officials did not let him get away with it. Well, perhaps sensing the rebounding dominance from Miami, they've got 4 offensive rebounds to none for New York. Mike Brown will send Mitchell Robinson into the game at the next whistle. Jaquez drives down the lane, met by Hart, keeps stepping toward the left block, and he missed a layup short. Rebound Towns, outlet to Hart. Knicks ball down 2, 4.5 minutes to go in the first quarter in Miami. Hart with his back to Mitchell, turns the corner in the paint, had a open lane it looked like, but he kicks out to McBride, who gets to the free throw line and drains a tough 2 from about 16 feet, and that ties the game at 15. 10 points for Deuce McBride in just 8 minutes so far. He's averaging 8.5 a game. Could be a breakout night for Deuce. Powell pulls up for 2, front rimmed it from the right side elbow. He thought he got fouled by Shamet. That's why he forced up the tough shot. Knicks ball attacking the basket to our left, tied at 15. Pick and pop. McBride, a right wing 3. Not this time, off the front rim. Simone Fontecchio will check in as well for Miami, and he'll come in now because Larson couldn't handle a hard pass, cutting baseline right side. It goes out of bounds, and that will allow Robinson to come in for Towns. Again, Mitch has not played more than 19 minutes in any of his previous 7 games this season. This would be a pretty long first quarter stretch if he happens to finish this frame. 3:40 left. He's already played 5 minutes as he continues to ramp himself up from that left ankle injury management. Clarkson a 3, too short from the far side corner. Rebound Larson despite the efforts of Robinson. Jovic into the game for the first time. Top of the arc, drive and kick, left wing 3. Mitchell in and out. Rebound Robinson. Hands to Hart. Knicks ball. They've tied it at 15 thanks to 10 points from Deuce McBride. 3:15 left in the opening quarter. Hart down the left side of the lane, hangs in the air from the left block and banks it home. He thought it was fouled by Fontecchio, who just came in. But the Knicks have the lead right back at 17-15. Fontecchio, right side baseline drive, reverse layup won't go. Through some contact from Mitchell Robinson. And speaking of contact, Jovic pushed Hart out of bounds after Hart collected the rebound. And they will call the loose ball foul. That's number 3 on Miami. Knicks have not committed any fouls so far through 9 minutes of action. And as we have immediate timeout, it is a 17-15 New York lead thanks to a 7-0 run with 2:59 remaining in this first quarter. Deuce McBride's got 10. Mikal Bridges has 5. And the Knicks have put together a great response after falling behind by 5. 17-15 with just under 3 minutes to go in this opening quarter. New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network continues after this timeout.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. At ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
It's the Kia Season of New Traditions sales event. So don't just hang your own lights. Venture out and look for the northern lights. Drink cocoa on the beach. Or be a drive-by karaoke caroler. Because every new Kia comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. So you can take holidays to places they've never been. See your local Kia dealer or visit Kia.com to learn more. Kia, movement that inspires.
See Kia dealer for warranty details. Event ends 12/1/25.
Serving contractors, builders, and homeowners in the tri-state area since 1987, Brooklyn Window and Door is New York City's largest stocking dealer of quality Andersen window and doors. The professionals at Brooklyn Window and Door will help solve any of your window replacement needs or applications. Visit Brooklyn Window and Door's award-winning showroom to see the complete Andersen product line, including the 400, 100, A&E series. Andersen, built, backed, and serviced like no other window.
Visit Brooklyn Window and Door at 185 30th Street in Brooklyn or call 718-WINDOWS.
Knicks by 2, late first quarter. Top of the hour. Let's pause 10 seconds to allow stations to identify themselves on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
Hey, this is Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson for 3.
And this is your home for New York Knicks basketball. This is 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS FM HD2, New York.
Well, yet another game of runs between New York and Miami. It was a 9-0 Heat burst, answered by a 7-0 Knick run that has New York up 17-15. Khalil Ware, the second-year big man out of Indiana, has been the star for Miami. 6 points and 4 offensive rebounds in just 8 minutes. But he's out of the game, and the Knicks will go with McBride, Clarkson, Bridges, Hart, and Robinson. McBride's got 10 points, 2 3-pointers. Running the point here as the Knicks go from right to left in white against the black Miami Vice uniforms of the Heat. Left side pump fake from Clarkson, knifes inside, bank shot, no. Rebound tipped by Robinson. He secures his first offensive rebound, but they've got bodies all around him, and Drew Smith took it away. Finds a streaking Jaime Jaquez, who runs into Robinson's back on the left side of the paint, lost the ball, and they have to call a foul there because Mitch was in his way. And that should be the first free throws of the game for Miami. It is the first foul of the game on New York. But no, the head official, James Capers, tells everyone to get off the foul line. We're going to inbound this one from the far side. So not a shooting foul. And the inbound comes to Drew Smith. Attacking the basket to our right, 2.5 to go in the first quarter. Long left wing three rattles in for Nikola Jovic, who's really struggled lately from distance. But that one gives Miami a 1-point lead. 18-17 with 2:19 remaining in the first quarter. McBride and Robinson pick and roll. Hop step in the lane. McBride a dotted line jumper off the back rim and a rebound for Fontecchio. On the left side arc, it's Jaquez knifing inside. Righty floater is good. He muscled his way into the middle of the paint around Josh Hart, and Miami leads by 3. Jaquez is averaging 9 more points a game this year than last year. He and Denny Avdia, the 2 biggest point per game increases in the NBA. Jaquez almost 18 a night now. Clarkson near side wing, drive to the foul line, kicks to McBride, right wing triple, in and out. Rebound tipped by Bridges. He sets up Hart now on the left side wing. He'll drive into the paint and took a hard foul. Missed a floater short, but he'll go to the free throw line. Mikal Bridges, the king of doing the little things this year, won a new possession by tipping an offensive rebound out to Josh Hart. And they'll get 2 free throws to give everybody a breather. Heat have led by as many as 5. The Knicks have led by as many as 6. Right now it's a 3-point Miami lead with 98 seconds to go in this first quarter. At the basket to our left, Hart bends his knees and sinks the first free throw. For the season, Hart is at around 70%. That last time out, by the way, was sponsored by BetterHelp. Mental health is health. Visit BetterHelp.com/timeout today for 10% off your first month of therapy. Missed free throw, but an offensive rebound for Robinson. Knicks still have the ball down by 2. Hart off the dribble 3, left side. Missed it off the backboard. He thought he was fouled by Wiggins. Final 90 seconds, opening quarter. Jovic powers down the right side of the paint. Kick out to Fontecchio. Sidestep corner 3. Nailed it over Clarkson in front of the Miami bench on the far side. 5-point Miami lead, matching their largest advantage. 23-18. 68 seconds to go in the first quarter. Hart, left corner, drives inside, finds Bridges near corner. Slices into the paint. Right-hand layup is good. Took it right to Jaime Jaquez. Bridges has 7 first quarter points. Knicks down 3, a minute to go. Jaquez with a long flowing black hair on the right side perimeter. Bright pink number 11 on the back of the black uniform. Right side baseline drive, reverse layup with the left hand. Banked it in around Robinson. Tough finish for Jaime Jaquez. It's 25-20 Miami. Jaquez, a huge game on Friday. 23 points, 9 rebounds, and 7 assists in the losing effort in New York. There was a clock issue after that last make. Both Ray Acosta and James Capers, the officials, are pointing up to the red 24. Knicks directing traffic as they've got McBride and Bridges slowly bringing it up in the backcourt. With Clarkson, Hart waiting in the corners, and Robinson in the middle. Across midcourt with 14 to shoot, 33 to play. McBride right side drive, fake to half spin. Now on the far side baseline, he pulls up for 2 and rimmed it out as Jaquez secures the rebound. Landry Shamet was set to check in, but now he's heading back to the bench. 19 to play, 14 to shoot. Drew Smith taking his time, not dribbling. He's got the ball at his left hip. A step over the midcourt line. Jaquez, left elbow, right hand dribble, hands to Fontecchio, screen out high. Pump fake to three at the top of the key. Now he takes it and missed it short. Rebound batted around, collected by Hart, got bumped out of bounds, and they'll say there was no foul. Hart went crashing into the front row as it was Nikola Jovic who stood his ground. Hart felt the contact and went down, which is a smart play because had they called the foul, he'd be getting 2 free throws with 1.2 remaining in the quarter. Instead, the ball will stay with Miami. Shot clock is off, and they'll get a front court inbound to the basket to our right. There is enough time, though, to get Landry Shamet into the game for Mitchell Robinson, who just played 8 minutes in that first quarter. Remember, he has not played more than 20 minutes in a single game all year. Based off that trend, we're not likely to see him in the second quarter unless tonight signals a major ramp-up in what he might be able to play per game. And the Knicks do not have a back-to-back until December. It's at Boston and home against Charlotte on the 2nd and 3rd of next month. So you might see a lot of Mitchell Robinson as he continues to find that rhythm. Far sideline inbound, 1.2 to go in the first quarter. They find Jaquez deep left point. His three is short with a good contest at the horn from Landry Shamet. So a strong start for Miami, just like we saw in the first quarter on Friday when they were up 8-0 before the Knicks hit their first field goal. Here tonight in South Beach, it's Heat 25, Knicks 20, with each team held to just 3 3-pointers in the opening frame. Second quarter after this, you're listening to New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more do. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart, you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more do. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more do. Hey! Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, 40% alcohol by volume, imported by William Grant & Sons Inc., New York, New York.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN right now to try it for free, and you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Knicks fans, here's a guaranteed grocery win just for you. Take $10 off your online order of $50 or more at shop.foodbazaar.com, and your first delivery is free. Just use promo code FANSGET10. That's FANSGET10. And the wins don't stop there. Food Bazaar brings you an all-star lineup, the largest selection of international foods, plus the freshest meat, seafood, and produce in the game. Ready to win big? Use promo code FANSGET10 on your first $50 order at shop.foodbazaar.com today.
Ready to go for the second quarter here in Miami, where the Heat lead the Knicks 25-20. 7-game homestand is over. The Knicks were 6-1. And now they'll start a 5-game road swing. Dallas on Wednesday, 2 days off, and then Orlando on Saturday. That's a 5 o'clock tip. By the way, the Dallas game, that's going to be 9:30 New York time. So in Dallas, a late start, 8:30 tip for the Knicks next game. And then Brooklyn Monday of next week, and then Charlotte the day before Thanksgiving. Knicks ball from right to left. It comes to Towns' right elbow. They run a great play to get Clarkson wide open on a backdoor cut, and a perfect pass from Towns leads to a wide open layup. Miami ball now from left to right. They're in black. The Knicks are in white tonight. 25-22 Heat. And a whistle and an offensive foul. Shamet went down hard on a moving screen by Jaime Jaquez. And the Heat turn it over for the third time after forcing 6 Knick giveaways in the first frame. Knicks came out of the first quarter break with Clarkson, Shamet, Hart, Bridges, and Towns. Towns on the right side perimeter, defended by Jaime Jaquez. They haven't double-teamed him much on the perimeter. Dribble handoff to Shamet. He misses a right wing three, and then Hart got pushed down on the rebound attempt. A loose ball foul should be on Nikola Jovic. That was a similar call to what Hart was hoping for at the end of the first quarter. Is the second foul on Jovic, first on either team in this quarter. Knicks ball down 3, 25-22 Miami. Opening minute, quarter number 2. Far sideline inbound. Clarkson couldn't get it cleanly to Hart. It's punched right back out of bounds by Jovic. Fourth year out of Serbia, Nikola Jovic. He played with Nikola Jokic on the Serbian national team at Eurobasket this summer. And a disappointing early exit. Far corner, Bridges thought about a three, sets up Hart at the top of the arc. He'll knife inside and banks home a tough lefty layup around Jaime Jaquez. That makes it a one-point game, 25-24 Miami. Andrew Wiggins now from left to right. Defended by Towns, sets up Jaquez, top of the arc. He'll attack the right side of the paint over Hart, right-hand floater, no. Rolled around and popped out beyond the back rim. Rebound number 5 for Karl Anthony Towns. He'll catch it up top on the right side, pump fake to get rid of Wiggins, and then he's stripped on the drive. Ball went out of bounds off of Miami. Towns wanted a foul, but it's not coming. Last year he had a 44-point game in late October here in Miami. Of course, 39 on Friday against this Heat team in New York. Left corner inbound to Shamet. His catch and shoot three is good, and the Knicks have a 2-point lead. Landry Shamet's on the board after starting 0 for 3. It's 27-25 New York. Towns is 0 for 5 tonight and 0 for 2 from downtown, but now he gets a steal as Wiggins lost the handle in the middle of the paint. Clarkson top of the arc. Looks around, drives inside, right side of the paint, banked it in with a pump fake and a fist pump. After taking Fontecchio right to the rack, it's a 4-point Knick lead. Clarkson coming off his Knick high 24 points on Friday. Jovic, far side baseline drive, right corner Wiggins, right wing Fontecchio. His three is good over Clarkson. Back and forth we go. It's 29-28 after a 10-3 Miami run ended the first quarter. The Knicks answered with a 9-0 burst. Now Shamet spins inside, took a hit on the left side of the rim, and a foul called on Jovic. He was trying to calm himself down from arguing with the officials, but he just picked up his third personal foul in just 6 minutes. A little out of control from Shamet on the left side of the black paint. But they will give him the foul call. In fact, he only spun out of control because of a hard reach in with the right hand of Jovic, so we can rescind that commentary. He was well in command, and he'll get 2 free throws. Shamet short on the first foul shot. His quote after Friday's game was, "I'll say it till I'm blue in the face. I love these fans in New York. And this was really the only place I wanted to play." We heard from a lot of guys during training camp. There are plenty of training camp invites out there, two-way contracts, training camp contracts. But several guys said, you know, if I have a chance to make the Knicks, I'll take that chance. And in the end, it was Landry Shamet who won that last job. But it's hard to imagine it was the last job because of all the playing time he's getting lately. This is his 4th start. Made the second free throw, so a 2-point Knick lead. Wiggins airballed a left side triple, and it's New York ball again from right to left. 9.5 to go in the second quarter, 30-28 Knicks. Right side layup won't go for Clarkson through some traffic. It's a 10-3 New York run. Jaquez on the near side perimeter, inside to a wide open Keyshawn Johnson, but he caught it off balance under the hoop, sets himself and then missed a point blank layup. Tipped all the way out to Smith, and Drew Smith misses a straight on 3, hard off the back rim. Clarkson now threads the needle, pass to a streaking Bridges, hits a layup and one. A one-hand bounce pass from midcourt right to the cup from Clarkson to Bridges. He hung in the air, got whacked in the head, and then scooped home a bank shot layup to give New York a 4-point lead with a free throw to come. They have reviewed the Landry Shamet three-pointer from earlier in the quarter, and apparently he had his foot on the line from the left corner, so had to shave a point off the Knick total. It is 31-28. But Bridges is at the free throw line ready to put one up, but he is shaken up. He's not literally at the free throw line. He's had his hands on his knees between the right elbow and the right side perimeter where it breaks from the corner out to the rest of the arc. The referees say you got to get to the free throw line or someone has to come in for you. Didn't get a replay look at where he might have got hit, but he's certainly shaken up. I thought it was a hit up high. At the basket to our left, he rims out the free throw. So it's 31-28 New York. Jaquez on the right side to the foul line. He kicks to the top of the key. Keyshawn Johnson misses a wide open three. And Towns outlets the rebound to Shaman. 8 rebounds for Karl Anthony Towns. Inside to Bridges. Drop step move on the left block and a two-hand slam. Looking like OG Anunoby down there, stretching those long arms for a jam. And the Knicks have a 5-point lead. Bridges has 11. He is 4 for 4. Made his only three-pointer so far. Wiggins turns and misses a righty jump hook just inside the foul line after posting up Bridges. Shaman into the front court, off the dribble three, short from the right wing, as Hart is about to check in for the Knicks. 8:20 left first half. Fontecchio right corner three, connects. Simone Fontecchio is scorching hot from three. Mike Brown calls timeout as the Knicks got lost on transition defense. It's 33-31, New York in front. This Knicks timeout is sponsored by BetterHelp. Mental health is health. Visit BetterHelp.com/timeout today for 10% off your first month of therapy. Knicks by 2, but Miami's not letting them open up anything larger than a 6-point advantage. 8:16 remaining before halftime. New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network continues after this timeout.
The NBA moves fast, and the stars move faster. With DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 sportsbook for live betting, you're never a step behind. DraftKings keeps pace with every play, offering industry-leading live betting, dynamic odds that shift as the game unfolds, and more open markets more often. They're live when others aren't, so you're always in the game when it matters most. Get in on the action with live player props as the most exciting performances unfold in real time. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code WHSQ. That's code WHSQ. In partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas. Pass-through of per-wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 and over. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply.
It's the Kia Season of New Traditions sales event. So don't just hang your own lights. Venture out and look for the northern lights. Drink cocoa on the beach. Or be a drive-by karaoke caroler. Because every new Kia comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. So you can take holidays to places they've never been. See your local Kia dealer or visit kia.com to learn more. Kia, movement that inspires.
See Kia dealer for warranty details. Event ends 12/1/25.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Knicks 33, Heat 31. Already the third game between these two teams this season. Third time they faced off in 11 games, in fact. Now there's one more game in the season series between these two. It'll be on December 21st in Miami. And a lot of the New York media mob, I don't want to use the word complaining, but they were just commenting that, oh, this is our last trip to Miami. It's not even that cold back up north. You know, after a few years, I'm told you can get jaded in the NBA, but we will strive to stay positive regardless. As Monica McNutt, Tyler Murray, Ray Santiago, your radio crew once again. Pat O'Keefe will have your halftime report, powered by ZipRecruiter in just a bit. 8 minutes to go in this second quarter. Knicks ball from right to left, up two. Bridges drives, spins, missed a righty push shot, middle of the paint. Rebound Towns, his putback drops in. Couple of bounces off the back rim. And it finally falls in for his first bucket. That's his first offensive rebound as well. He's got 8 total boards. Knicks by 4. Wiggins on the attack in the paint, drive and kick. Jaquez was wide open, but he's ice cold from three on the right wing, so he sets up the red-hot Fontecchio, but he front-rimmed the three from straight on. Bridges crossover left wing in the paint, hangs, shoots, and blocked at the rim by Johnson, and he blocked it off of Bridges, so that's going to go back to Miami. Now, before the Heat were about to inbound it, Eric Spoelstra grabbed four guys who all sprinted to the scorer's table, and they're going to get Davion Mitchell, Norm Powell, Khalil Ware, and looks like Pelle Larsson into the game. The Knicks will counter with Landry Shamet at the next possible whistle. They did not let Pelle Larsson come in yet. So for now, Miami, working from left to right, has Mitchell, Jaquez, Powell, Fontecchio, and Ware. The Knicks go with McBride, Bridges, Clarkson, Hart, and Towns. Fontecchio, left side drive, stopped on the right baseline by Clarkson. Swinging around to the right corner. Ware's going to try a three and connects. 7-footer over 7-footer, Karl Anthony Towns. What a start for Khalil Ware. He's got 9 points and 9 minutes to go along with 6 rebounds. Knicks by 1, 7 minutes to go. Towns barrels down the lane and misses a right-hand jam hard off the back rim. He toasted Ware but could not finish. Ware on the other end skips it ahead to Jaquez, and he banks in a right-hand layup to give Miami a 36-35 lead. Knicks moving to our left, and the white unis inside to Towns. That great position on the smaller Powell, who wrapped him up before he could get a shot away. Smart foul by Norm Powell, but that is the fourth in the quarter on Miami, and it's still 6:36 to go in the second. Heat 36, Knicks 35, an unsurprisingly hotly contested game this evening in South Beach. And back and forth they go, an 8-2 Miami run. And neither team is led by more than 6. McBride, top of the key, handoff from Robinson, drives the lane, righty layup, blocked off the backboard. Knicks want a goaltend, that's not the call. 3-on-1 the other way. Larsson and Mitchell play catch. It leads to a right-hand layup and a 3-point Miami lead. First bucket tonight for Davion Mitchell. It's a 10-0 Miami run. McBride at the foul line, ball fake, passes to Shamet, high side wing, defended by Mitchell. He's paying a lot of attention to Landry Shamet tonight. Baseline drive, Shamet missed it. Rebound Robinson, put back no. Second effort leads to a foul, and free throws coming for Mitchell Robinson as the Heat are in the penalty. These will be the second and third foul shots of the entire season for Mitchell Robinson. Don't worry about what happened on the first and only free throw he's taken this year. Focus on the now. Robinson has played 9 minutes already, not yet halfway through the second quarter, so he is on pace for his most minutes of the season in a single game. At the basket to our left, he takes one dribble, and the shot is a line drive off the back rim. He's gone from 3 dribbles to 1. He's inched over a couple of steps from his left to his right, but he's 0 for 2 now this season at the free throw line. Second foul shot, line drive good, his first foul shot of the season, and the Knicks are back within 2. Stops a 10-2 Miami run. It's 38-36. Larsson sets up on the right side angle. He'll launch a 3, missed it wide left. A good hard closeout from Towns, even though initially he was not in the picture. Knicks can tie or take the lead. Clarkson speeds down the lane, hangs in the air, hands to McBride, and will bank in a lefty layup to tie the game at 38. McBride had been held scoreless in the second quarter after scoring 10 in the first. Mitchell got away with a double dribble. No, he didn't. A late whistle, but the right call from James Capers as Mitchell awkwardly tried to cross over from right to left, and both of his hands touched the ball at the same time. McBride, Shamet, Clarkson, Towns, and Robinson. Knicks from right to left. Game tied at 38, 5.5 to go before halftime. Shamet at the right point, backs up, finds Clarkson at the foul line, 2 steps in the lane, and a righty flip shot drops in. Knicks up 2. A nice response after a 10-2 Miami run had given the Heat a 5-point lead. Now Larsson at the Heat logo at center court for Mitchell. Back to Larsson, right corner. One step inside the three-point line. Missed a leaner off glass with a right hand, and it spins out to big Mitchell Robinson. Clarkson now. White headband, black braids. Stripped up top by Fontecchio. He's asking for a screen from Robinson. Fontecchio coast to coast. missed a layup, and on the rebound, two players go crashing into the right side camera well. It was Fontecchio and Larson. They're going to call a foul on a Nick. It's Karl Anthony Towns' second personal. But the effort from Towns on the glass and on defensive closeouts has been really impressive tonight. He's already got 9 rebounds in 15 minutes, 1 block as well, but just 2 points. That seems to be a tenet of Mike Brown's coaching philosophy. If you're not getting points, give me another reason to keep you on the floor, and Towns has done that tonight. He's coming out now, but it's not performance-based. He's played 15 minutes already. Josh Hart will give him a blow. 4:50 to go in the first half. Jaquez powers to the paint, fouled by Robinson, who thought he got all ball. But Jaquez will earn a trip to the free throw line, with New York leading Miami 40-38. 4:48 remains in the second quarter. Alongside Monica McNutt, I'm Tyler Murray. Pat O'Keefe will have your halftime show. And it's brought to you by ZipRecruiter. Powered by ZipRecruiter, you might say. Jaquez at the foul line to our right. 6 points in 12 minutes. This is his first free throw. And it drops in off the back rim. Knicks 40, Heat 39. It's a Miami team that's in the middle of a challenging stretch. They're trying to prove this impressive opening start is for real. They just split 2 with Cleveland, and now it's their second of 2 against New York. Of course, the Cavs and Knicks both expected to battle to come out of the Eastern Conference this year. Well, the first month or so, it's introduced a few new challengers. Both free throws good. We're tied at 40, but not anymore. Landry Shamet connects on a catch-and-shoot right wing 3. That's his first triple, and the Knicks are up 43-30. Powell on the left side, ripped through move. Ball went out of bounds off of Hart's right leg. It'll stay with Miami. Far sideline inbound coming. Powell, Mitchell, Larson, Jaquez, and Ware on the floor for the Heat. Knicks have McBride, Shamet, Hart, Bridges, and Robinson. Foul line feed to Larson, leans in, and the righty floater spins in and out. Hart the rebound, finds Bridges left wing. 2 dribbles left-handed, steps in the lane, draws a foul, but that's the 5th anyway. Bridges was about to protest because they weren't giving him a shooting foul, but then Josh Hart said, "You're good," or in the bonus. And that will send Bridges to the foul line. A Let's Go Knicks chant has begun here at what many people call Miami Square Garden or MSG South Beach. A Let's Go Heat chant has responded in kind. Free throw for Bridges, rolls around and out. And he's 2 for 4 from the stripe tonight. 43-40 New York, 4:15 to go in the second quarter. The only problem with the Heat and their fan reputation is that there is video evidence of them giving up on the Heat during one of the more iconic moments in NBA history. As Bridges gets the second free throw. See if we have time to fit that story in. You probably know where I'm going with it already. 4-point Knick lead. As Norm Powell works his way around the perimeter, he finds Mitchell on the right side arc. Between the legs dribble, steps back up top, passes left to Powell. Couldn't drive past Shamet. Between the legs dribble now, tries a tough pull-up jumper. Whistle and an offensive foul on Powell. Landry Shamet's fired up. Powell thought he felt a hand in, so he rose quickly for a jump shot, thinking they called a foul on Shamet. But it was actually the outward elbows trying to create the contact from Powell. That got whistled for the foul. It's his second personal. Landry Shamet gave a subtle hand motion as if to say, "Get that nonsense out of my game." Left side, McBride spins away from the pressure of Mitchell in the lane, caught in the air, somehow finds the release valve with Bridges up top. Right elbow drive, kick out, far corner 3, Shamet, back rim no. Rebound, Larson. Heat ball from left to right, up 4, down 4, as Powell muscles his way to the paint. It's a tough right-hand layup to make it a 2-point game. Right side, Hart screen from Robinson, looking for a handoff. Will find it with Bridges, but an offensive foul on Hart. Stuck his hip out on the dribble handoff. 2-point Knick lead, but Miami takes over. 3:17 to go in the first half. We're referring to the first Miami versus Spurs NBA Finals when it looked like the Spurs were going to win in 6 games. It took a missed Kawhi Leonard free throw and then an offensive rebound by Chris Bosh, kicking out to Ray Allen, who hit the right corner 3. And a great Mike Breen bang call that extended Game 6. The Heat would win in overtime. Knicks have challenged that last offensive foul call, by the way. We'll see if Josh Hart will pick up his first foul or not. And I will admit that I thought that game was over, but there is a video of hundreds of Miami Heat fans trying to get back into the building. I think it was named after an airport back then. Right now it's Kaseya Center. But, of course, there's no re-entry, so they were unable to come back in and watch overtime. But, of course, Miami fans would say, well, look, they got the rings, so they're not all that stressed about it. They will challenge this play, and we will take a commercial break. It is Knicks 44, Heat 42. Final moments here in the second. Let's hear the result first.
The offensive screener does not give the chasing defender time to stop and/or change direction. Therefore, the offensive foul stands. That is New York's challenge for the game. It's an unsuccessful challenge, and it is Miami ball, side out of bounds, 24 on the shot clock.
So Heat ball when we come back. Knicks by 2. You're listening to New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
For over 160 years, businesses from Montauk to Manhattan and beyond have trusted Dime Community Bank for all of their banking needs. Our cutting-edge digital tools let you manage your accounts, monitor cash flow, and make payments on your schedule. Whether you're at the office, on the road, or working late, you'll have secure access to everything you need right at your fingertips. Wherever your business takes you, we've got your bank. Ready to experience banking that moves at the speed of your business? Visit dime.com to learn more. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level, and the stakes, oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Every unforgettable Knicks moment is built on heart, hustle, and history, the same qualities that define London Jewelers. For 100 years, London Jewelers has helped generations celebrate life's biggest wins, from engagements and anniversaries to milestones that shine forever. Because true brilliance isn't just seen, it's felt, shared, and passed on. From fine timepieces to exquisite jewelry, London Jewelers is where moments become memories that last a lifetime. London Jewelers, celebrating 100 years of excellence. Visit London Jewelers at any of their 6 locations. If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Knicks by 2 with 2:47 to go before a halftime. Norm Powell hits a tough baseline floater on the far side to tie the game at 44. But then he comes skipping back up the court as if he tweaked something. And he couldn't defend Josh Hart, who burned him on the right side of the paint for a wide-open right-hand layup. He might have to get Powell out of the game unless he can run this thing off. Knicks by 2. Final 2.5 minutes of the opening half. Jaquez up top will take a rare 3, and he knocks it down. Jaime Jaquez gives Miami a 47-46 lead. He's shooting 20% from distance this year. Knicks ball from right to left. New York in white, Miami in the black Vice uniforms this evening. Towns near side, mid-post, backing down Powell. Out to Clarkson, out of a double team. Swinging around, far corner, Bridges in the paint. Bounce pass left corner, Clarkson. He'll work his way to the near side mid-post on Ware. Up top to Hart. Has to get a grenade off, and he bricked it wide left. Not his fault. The Knicks put him in a tough spot. That will be a shot clock violation and turnover number 9 for New York. Heat ball up 1 with 1:53 to go in this second quarter. Stay tuned for the Knicks halftime report, powered by ZipRecruiter. Jaquez glides inside. A high arcing left-hand bank shot spins out, but then kicked out of bounds off of the Knicks. They disagree, but they do not have a challenge remaining after the unsuccessful offensive foul review. It was indeed Hart's first personal. Right baseline inbound from Jaquez. 14 on the shot clock, 1:46 on the game clock. Inbound tip by Towns, but then lost out of bounds. Towns got two hands on it, but it was high off his fingertips and he couldn't secure it. But a good read defensively from Karl Anthony Towns. I don't know if it's possible to improve this much when you're 30 years old and you're in your 10th year in the NBA, or 11 now for Towns, but he's definitely made some strides defensively the last couple of nights as Davion Mitchell silences a Let's Go Knicks chant with a top-of-the-key three. And that gives Miami a 4-point lead, 90 seconds to go before the halftime break. Knicks from right to left, Hart, Shamet, Bridges, Clarkson, and Towns. And yet again, another offensive foul on a dribble handoff from Josh Hart. Bridges is calling for the team to huddle up, or at least get back down court defensively, because he knows how quickly Miami wants to get it in and get it up. 4-point Heat lead, 1:24 left in quarter number 2. Mitchell left elbow, steps back, now finds Powell at midcourt. Right hand dribble, dishes left for Davion Mitchell, dribbles across the lane, and with an offhand fending off Clarkson, he spins in a right hand bank shot layup. Largest lead for Miami, they're up 6. 52-46 with a minute to go before halftime. Hart right wing. Top of the arc, it's Clarkson. Passes left for Bridges. Towns trying to post up on Jaquez. Whistle and a foul on Jaquez, who threw his right shoulder into the head area of Towns. Eric Spoelstra calling for a flop on Towns, who did jerk his body out of the way after feeling the contact. And Towns will get to the free throw line for the first time tonight. He gets an average of 6.5 free throws a game. But the runs continue for Miami on an 8-0 run, or 10-2 if you prefer. Now Towns a chance to end it. And he does with a free throw off to our left. 52-47 Miami. Just under a minute to go in the second quarter. Towns just one field goal so far. He came on a putback. He's 1 for 7. Second foul shot off the front rim and in. So he's got 4 points, 9 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 block. Miami by 4. Now, the Knicks have been much improved in third quarters this year, but a lot of that has to do with Jalen Brunson, who's not available tonight with that ankle injury. Nor is OG Anunoby, left hamstring strain. Mitchell crossover and a foul line drive leads to a missed layup, and he falls down, helped up by Ware, so a 5-on-3 the other way. Bridges for 3, got it! Left side wing off the pass from Josh Hart, and the Knicks are back within 1, half a minute to go. Bridges 15 first half points to lead all scorers. He's 2 of 3 from long range. 6 seconds separating shot and game clock. 8 to shoot for Jaquez. Finds a left wing shooter, and Mitchell connects perfectly, swishing it from 3. 55-51 Miami. They'll take a halftime lead, but by how many? 4 seconds left. Towns gets open, right wing pump fake, sidestep 3 at the horn. No. Miami 55, New York 51. Back and forth they went. Neither team led by more than 6, but it's Heat by 4 as we set you up for the Knicks halftime report, powered by ZipRecruiter and hosted by Pat O'Keefe. New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network continues after this timeout.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Knicks fans, here's a guaranteed grocery win just for you. Take $10 off your online order of $50 or more at shop.foodbazaar.com, and your first delivery is free. Just use promo code FANSGET10. That's FANSGET10. And the wins don't stop there. Food Bazaar brings you an all-star lineup, the largest selection of international foods, plus the freshest meat, seafood, and produce in the game. Ready to win big? Use promo code FANSGET10 on your first $50 order at shop.foodbazaar.com today.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. At ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
This message is sponsored by BetterHelp. Shorter days don't have to be so dismal. It's time to reach out and check in with those you care about, and to remind ourselves that we're not alone. This month, don't wait to reach out. Whether you're checking in on a friend or reaching out to a therapist yourself, BetterHelp makes it easier to take that first step. Our listeners get 10% off their first month. Just call pound 250 and say the keyword timeout. That's keyword timeout after calling pound 250.
It's the Kia Season of New Traditions sales event. So don't just hang your own lights. Venture out and look for the northern lights. Drink cocoa on the beach. Or be a drive-by karaoke caroler. Because every new Kia comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. So you can take holidays to places they've never been. See your local Kia dealer or visit kia.com to learn more. Kia, movement that inspires.
See Kia dealer for warranty details. Event ends 12/1/25.
Attention KNICKS fans! Looking for infusion care that puts you first? ThriveWell Infusion specializes in delivering cutting-edge therapies for rare diseases and autoimmune conditions like rheumatoid arthritis and multiple sclerosis. Trusted by physicians across specialties, ThriveWell offers private state-of-the-art infusion suites and slam-dunk treatment from their highly trained medical team. From New York to New Jersey and across Long Island, experience care, comfort, convenience, and compassion like never before at a ThriveWell location near you. Find out more at ThriveWellInfusion.com. That's ThriveWellInfusion.com. Saving lives drip by drip.
This is the ZipRecruiter New York Knicks halftime show. Now, here's Pat O'Keefe.
And we've got a tight one in Miami as the Knicks and the Heat lock horns for the second consecutive game. A markedly different feel tonight than on Friday night when these two teams met at Madison Square Garden and the Knicks won 140-132. The halftime score today, 55-51, Miami on top of the Knicks, as we welcome you to the Knicks Halftime Report, powered by ZipRecruiter. Third meeting of the season already between these two teams. The Knicks playing without Jalen Brunson and without OG Anunoby. Miami also shorthanded, no Bam Adebayo or Tyler Hero. That was essentially the situation on Friday night as well. Anunoby did start and play the first 5 minutes of that game before he left with a strained hamstring. So it's the depth of each team that is stepping into the forefront here tonight. It's a very tightly played game so far. The entire game has been played within a radius of 6 points. The Knicks' largest lead is 6. The Heat's largest lead is 6 as well. Knicks fans, the action doesn't stop when the buzzer sounds. Catch ESPN New York on YouTube for all the New York sports talk you love. Weekdays from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. Subscribe now and stay locked in. ESPN New York on YouTube. So Brunson missed his first game of the season on Friday night, and in his absence, Karl Anthony Towns scored 39 points. Landry Shamet had 36 off the bench, and Jordan Clarkson scored 24 points off the bench. So who would step into that scoring void tonight? Well, that brings us to the top shelf performance of the half, brought to you by Wild Turkey Bourbon.
Mitchell crossover and a foul line drive leads to a missed layup, and he falls down, helped up by Ware, so a 5-on-3 the other way. Bridges for 3, got it! Left side wing off the pass from Josh Hart, and the Knicks are back within 1.5 a minute to go.
Mikal Bridges, a game-high 15 points. He and Deuce McBride, who has 12, have combined to score more than half of the Knicks' points so far tonight. Bridges, 5 for 8 shooting, 2 for 3 from downtown, and 3 for 5 from the free throw line. 2 rebounds and 2 assists as well in 19 minutes. That was the top shelf performance of the game, brought to you by Wild Turkey Bourbon, aged longer and never watered down. When you know it's right, don't change a damn thing. Campari America, New York, New York, never compromise. Drink responsibly. 55-51 is the halftime lead for the Miami Heat. It's the start of a 5-game road trip for the Knicks on the heels of their season-long 7-game homestand here on the Knicks Halftime Report, powered by ZipRecruiter. A very tight rotation for Mike Brown with 2 key starters out of action tonight. You have McBride and Shamet both starting together, Bridges, Towns, and Robinson, and then essentially Josh Hart and Jordan Clarkson comprising the Knicks bench tonight. Mohamed Diawara did come into the game. He was the second player in off the bench. He only played 1 minute in the first quarter. It was an effective minute as he grabbed a rebound and came up with a steal, but was immediately taken out. Other than Diawara's 1 minute, no one other than Hart and Clarkson has played off the bench so far. Bridges has 15 and McBride has 12. Karl Anthony Towns, an interesting first half. He's got 10 rebounds already. He's been all over the boards, but he only has 4 points, and Towns is 1 for 8 from the field and 0 for 3 from downtown. Remember, Friday night against the same team, Towns had 31 points in the first half. Mitchell Robinson, 12 first-half minutes. That is above his pace of how much he has played so far this season. Robinson, 1 point, 8 rebounds, 4 of those offensive rebounds. And then off the bench, Josh Hart, 7 points to go along with 5 assists and 3 rebounds. And Jordan Clarkson has 6 points. Knicks fans, register for the Knicks Fan First program for your chance to access our no-fees Black Friday ticket offer. Head to Knicks.com/fanfirst to register now. 55-51 Heat over the Knicks at the half. Jaime Jaquez with 11 points. He's Miami's leading scorer so far. Davion Mitchell has 10. Norman Powell, who had 38 at the Garden on Friday night, 6 points in the first half, and he is 0 for 2 from downtown. Couple days off for the Knicks before today's game. Jordan Clarkson spent some time speaking with the media prior to this one about his new environment. He's the oldest Knick in the playing rotation, a professional scorer. He was the 6th man of the year in 2020-2021 with the Utah Jazz when he averaged nearly 18.5 points per game. First couple of games in New York for Clarkson. A lot of expectations for him to come in and bolster the scoring off the bench, but it was a bit of a rocky start for the first 4 or 5 games. On this past homestand, he really started to find his groove. Coming into tonight's game, averaging 10.3 points a contest and shooting nearly 39% from downtown. And he was asked how much has Mike Brown settling on a rotation helped him settle in.
I mean, just anytime we on the court with, a new system, new guys, new players, I think it helps speed up the process. We're just doing a good job of just trying to, figure, all of us out. For me, I'm trying to figure out, coaching staff, still players, everybody. So I think as this season goes on and we all get more comfortable with everything, I think, maybe, he may go back to that or whatever, but we all know what we're coming in to do and, to get it done.
First couple of games of the season, Mike Brown was trying things out. We saw 10, 11, 12-men rotation. The likes of Tyler Kolek and Ariel Hukporti were getting minutes in the first half. Gershon Yabusele as well. Essentially, now when fully healthy, that means Anunoby and Brunson are playing. The Knicks have gone to a 9-man rotation with Clarkson and Josh Hart leading the bench unit. That also includes Landry Shamet and Deuce McBride, with Gershon Yabusele seeing some spot duty, especially on games when Mitchell Robinson doesn't play. Is there a certain point of time where Clarkson started to feel more comfortable with a new team?
I mean, preferably, for sure, no timeline, but, in April, you want that thing flowing and, getting ready for the playoffs and you don't know what you're doing. But, playoffs, you got to make adjustments and stuff like that. But I think we're starting to get a good feel of, our offense and our defensive concepts. And I know Mike has a bunch of stuff that he still wants to throw in. And, we just get into the foundation of, what we're doing. So it's definitely a lot more basketball to play and a lot more to learn.
Clarkson's role is vastly different on this team. For the majority of his first 3 seasons in the NBA, he was a starter, and he has been a bench extraordinaire essentially since 2017-2018. But on the Knicks, he's averaging 7.7 field goal attempts per game. That's the lowest of his career, which leads to the 10.3 points per game that he is scoring, which is also the lowest of his career. But on the flip side, his effective field goal percentage of 57% is the highest at any point in his career. So what does Clarkson think about his numbers being down, but his efficiency being up?
No, I just think it's just our system. I think we generate a lot of good shots. If not good, they're great shots. And I really don't have to force as much, and I'm not in that position to do that on this squad. So I don't get as many grenades where it's, I'm taking 4 or 5 of those under 5 on the clock. But when those opportunities come, I try to make the best of those as well. But we just have a good system, and I'm just trying to take advantage every time I got it.
If you watch Jordan Clarkson play when he's out there, you know he has the green light. So how green is the light that Mike Brown gives the veteran scorer?
I think I have a very green light, and I feel like everybody on the team does. He tells us, first action is put the ball in the hole. If it's one-on-one or whatever it is, it's about putting the ball in the hole, getting to the next thing. But for me, like I said in the beginning of the year, I think my light is always green. I really don't see a bad shot, but I know in my mind when I am shooting bad shots.
Clarkson spent the previous 6 seasons in Utah. Now, the first 3 of those, the Jazz were one of the better teams in the Western Conference. But the last 3 years, Utah, ever since the Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert trades, is one of the worst teams in the Western Conference. So is it rejuvenating to Jordan Clarkson to be playing on a contender again?
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's just a level of focus. I'm glad to be back in this and being a part of this, to be able to contend and be in the playoffs and know that we're playing for something. That changes players' mindset. It's just a bunch of focus that goes into it. I'm locked in.
So Jordan Clarkson, 6 points in the first half as the Knicks trailed the Heat 55-51. Knicks fans get the newest City Edition jersey designed by Kith to rep your favorite team. Head to Knicks.com/shop to purchase. And that was the Knicks Halftime Report, powered by ZipRecruiter. When you're hiring, never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter. Try ZipRecruiter free right now at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. Second half coming up from Miami with the Heat leading the Knicks 55-51. I'm Pat O'Keefe, and you're listening to New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
This has been the ZipRecruiter New York Knicks halftime show. The second half is coming right up.
For 125 years, Local 3 IBEW, alongside their NICA New York partners, have powered our city, skyline, schools, hospitals, and arenas. Local 3 and NICA New York members have kept our city shining. Safely, skillfully, and proudly for over 125 years. Local 3 and NICA New York, always leading the way.
Wild Turkey Bourbon Master Distiller Jimmy Russell knew what to change over 70 years ago. Not a damn thing. Because Jimmy knew that we got Wild Turkey Bourbon right the first time. So he bet it all on the original Wild Turkey Bourbon recipe. That's why it's aged longer, never watered down, with the same bold pre-prohibition flavor. When you know it's right, don't change a damn thing. Wild Turkey Bourbon, aged longer, never watered down, bold flavor. Wild Turkey Bourbon, copyright 2025, Campari America, New York, New York. Never compromise. Drink responsibly.
Hoops fans, let's clear the glass. Citywide window cleaning. 3rd generation, 50-plus years serving Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, Hoboken, and Jersey City. Commercial or residential, we go full court with private home cleanings, empty apartment turnarounds, and monthly amenity spaces. Property managers, resident managers, private tenants, book annual or bi-yearly cleanings. We treat your windows like our own. No job too big or small. Get a quote at cwwindow.com. Citywide, see the city like it's courtside.
Make cancer screening a part of your annual healthcare routine. New York Presbyterian offers a full range of cancer screenings, including lung, cervical, prostate, colorectal, breast, and more. Regular cancer screenings could save your life by detecting cancer at its earliest, most treatable stages. Screenings are available across New York City and Westchester. Learn more at nyp.org/cancer screening. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
Off we go, second half. Towns powers to the rim on the right side and draws a hard foul from Khalil Ware. No surprise, an aggressive start to the third quarter from Karl Anthony Towns, who was 1 of 8 in the first half, held to just 4 points. But it's game time, it's Tully time. The start of the second half is brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the all-new Tullamore Dew Honey during tonight's action. Towns to the basket to our right, with the Knicks trailing by 4. Lines up his first free throw and connects. He's 3 for 3 from the line. Knicks in their white and orange uniforms tonight. The starting lineup is McBride, Shamet, Bridges, Towns, and Robinson still out on the floor to begin the third. Well, Miami goes with Mitchell, Powell, Wiggins, Larson, and Ware. With Monica McNutt, I'm Tyler Murray. Ray Santiago in studio, and Pat O'Keefe will have your post-game show. Friendly front rim roll for Towns. He's 2 of 2 on that trip and 4 for 4 in the game. Miami ball from right to left in the black Vice uniforms this evening. A 2-point Heat lead and a block but a goaltend from Robinson on a left side drive and layup by Norm Powell. So Powell has 8 points tonight in 16 minutes. Well off his pace from Friday. He had 38 points. Somehow outscored Landry Shamet. Towns top of the arc, left elbow, defended by Powell, but nowhere to go. Up top for Shamet, repost with Towns at the free throw line. Double team drops off one-on-one with a smaller Powell, so he overpowers him with a right-hand layup, reaching across the paint. And Towns has all 4 Knick points in the third quarter. Heat by 2. Powell leans in. A tough runner from the foul line won't go, but an underhand tip-in by Khalil Ware. He has dominated the offensive glass in a game featuring Mitchell Robinson. Heat by 4. Catch and drive, left side McBride, left-hand layup, no. Offensive rebound, Towns, put back, yes. He wanted a foul, but he flexes instead. It's 59-57 Miami. On the high side wing, Larson swinging around near side Wiggins, left wing into the near corner for Powell. His 3 very short. He thought he got fouled by Towns. That is not the case, but there is a foul on the Knicks on the rebound, as both McBride and Robinson were tangled with Wiggins underneath the hoop. It will be Deuce McBride with his first foul. McBride had 12 points in the first half, 10 of them coming in the first quarter. As Khalil Ware, 5 offensive rebounds and 11 points. Wiggins left side, slips into the paint, layup no around Robinson, who tears down the rebound. Robinson, by the way, 4 offensive rebounds in 13 minutes. On pace for his most minutes of the season. They might need him tonight. Miami's playing well yet again. Towns inside to Mitchell Robinson. The defense lost him, and he throws it down to tie the game at 59. Just 2 minutes into the third quarter. Neither team is led by more than 6. Larson near angle, right-hand dribble, defended by Towns. He's got the step on him, but misses a left baseline layup. However, a foul called on Towns. That is his 3rd personal. Now, Towns was only slightly moving with his hands straight up and down. Larson might have initiated the contact, but that's a call that's going to go against Towns more often than not. And really, for the first time all year, the Knicks are without their challenge at this stage in the game. They were unsuccessful trying to overturn a dribble handoff offensive foul against Josh Hart. Larson sinks the first free throw. He's got 6 points. So it's 60-59 Miami. I think it's the first time we've said tonight that Miami is the league leader in pace this season after ranking 27th a year ago. They get 3 more possessions per game than any other team in the NBA. 2 foul shots for Larson and a 2-point Miami lead. Bridges left side elbow, hands off to McBride. Up top for Shamet. At the right elbow now, it's Robinson. They drop off of him. He'll hand it off to Towns. Top of the key. Left elbow stripped by Powell. And that gives Norm Powell a clear runway to the hoop for a right-hand stuff. 4-point Miami lead. Knicks from left to right. A hand off to McBride. Up top, Shamet. McBride again, left side arc. Sealed off on the drive by Davion Mitchell. Right point, Towns. One-on-one coverage from Wiggins. Right side drive, powers into the paint, and a right-hand layup. Towns got hammered, but no call. Knicks down 2. 5-on-4 the other way. Towns slow to get up, but a steal from Shamet, or at least he tipped it, forcing Wiggins to reset. Drive and kick far corner. Pump fake by Larson. Baseline drive, hangs in the air and banks it home for a 4-point Miami lead. Towns has just 4 points at halftime. He's got 8 already, not yet 4 minutes into the third quarter. McBride speeds to the left elbow, spins, kicks, right wing three, Bridges, short. 15-point first half from Mikal Bridges. He was 2 of 3 from downtown before that miss. Strong drive from Davion Mitchell, stopped in the middle of the paint, stripped by Robinson, and Mitch goes down on the deck to pick it up. Bridges from left to right, crossover on Ware, and a left-hand jam, Mikal Bridges. He just cooked the 7-footer and brings the Knicks back within 2. 8:11 to go in a fast-paced third quarter. Powell near side baseline, pull-up jumper off the back rim, and a rebound from Robinson. Bridges now from left to right. Kick out, far corner three, McBride. Back rim, no. Rebound tipped by Mitchin off the back rim and in. He might have been trying to bring that one back down, but it caromed off of either him or Khalil Ware's fingertips and ties the game at 65. And a block from Bridges on the other end, out of bounds left baseline after a Powell runner. It'll be inbounded by Miami. 7:45 to go in the fourth, and a lot of players are tucking the bottom of their shorts right now, including Powell and Robinson. And Mitch will come out now for Josh Hart. He has played 16 minutes in barely over 2 quarters, and he will almost certainly reach 20 minutes for the first time this season. Inbound stolen by Hart with one hand on his tippy toes, trying to save it, and will do good enough as Larson tipped the pass out of bounds, and the Knicks will take over after a steal from Josh Hart. That's his first of the game and just the second for the Knicks. The other was from Mohamed Diawara. Diawara got to play just under 2 minutes in the first quarter. We did not see any of Gershon Yabusele. He is now waiting to check in for the first time at the scorer's table. Knicks ball from left to right. They trailed at halftime, but a chance to take the lead now after going down by as many as 6. Towns right elbow handoff to Bridges. Back to Towns, but a whistle and an offensive foul. Towns threw the offhand up at the head of Pelle Larsson and then worked his way to the cup after catching the pass. So instead of a wide open layup, it's the 4th foul on Karl Anthony Towns, which is the last thing the Knicks need. He's been their only reliable offensive option since halftime, but now he's got to sit. Gershon Yabusele will come in playing an undersized center. Drive and kick from Mitchell Larson, left wing three is good. That feels like a big one. Towns is out. Larson is good from 3. It's a 68-65 Miami lead. 5 minutes gone by in this third quarter. Hart, a hard drive, missed a righty layup. Through some contact from Wiggins. Outlet to Powell. Hands to Wiggins. Rhythm 3, left wing. No, back rim. Rebound Yabusele. And a whistle and a technical foul on Josh Hart, I believe. That is the call. He's looking at Mike Brown asking what he did wrong. Now Hart went down hard on a contested right side layup on the previous possession. So you can imagine he said some magic words. While they figure it out, we're going to pause 10 seconds to allow stations to identify themselves on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
Hey, this is Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson for 3.
And this is your home for New York Knicks basketball. This is 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS FM HD2, New York.
With Monica McNutt, I'm Tyler Murray, Ray Santiago, our producer, and Pat O'Keefe, our maestro, in studio. The Heat have taken a timeout, so we will take it as well. And presumably, when we come back, it'll be a technical free throw for the Heat, who lead 68-65 with 6:52 remaining in the third quarter. New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network continues after this timeout.
It's the Kia Season of New Traditions sales event. So don't just hang your own lights. Venture out and look for the northern lights. Drink cocoa on the beach. Or be a drive-by karaoke caroler. Because every new Kia comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. So you can take holidays to places they've never been. See your local Kia dealer or visit kia.com to learn more. Kia, movement that inspires.
See Kia dealer for warranty details. Event ends 12/1/25.
Attention Knicks fans! Looking for infusion care that puts you first? Thrivewell Infusion specializes in delivering cutting-edge therapies for rare diseases and autoimmune conditions like rheumatoid arthritis and multiple sclerosis. Trusted by physicians across specialties, Thrivewell offers private state-of-the-art infusion suites and slam-dunk treatment from their highly trained medical team. From New York to New Jersey and across Long Island, experience care, comfort, convenience, and compassion like never before at a Thrivewell location near you. Find out more at ThrivewellInfusion.com. That's ThrivewellInfusion.com. Saving lives drip by drip.
With Progressive Customer Service, there are lots of ways to connect with us, so you never have to miss a second of your favorite sport. Because you'd much rather watch a ball go through a net 124 times in 48 minutes when you don't really have to pay attention until the last two, and then somehow those 2 minutes will take an hour. You don't want to miss all that. Luckily, you can chat with Progressive on our app, online, or over the phone without missing a single one of those times the ball goes through the metal circle. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
For over 160 years, businesses from Montauk to Manhattan and beyond have trusted Dime Community Bank for all of their banking needs. Our cutting-edge digital tools let you manage your accounts, monitor cash flow, and make payments on your schedule. Whether you're at the office, on the road, or working late, you'll have secure access to everything you need right at your fingertips. Wherever your business takes you, we've got your bank. Ready to experience banking that moves at the speed of your business? Visit dime.com to learn more. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Technical foul on Josh Hart for arguing a non-call his last time down the floor. He's still asking about it. He and James Capers are at the foul line to our left, but he's going to have to vacate that spot because Norm Powell's coming up for the technical free throw. That timeout was sponsored by BetterHelp. Mental health is health. Visit BetterHelp.com/timeout today for 10% off your first month of therapy. Powell sinks the Tech, and it's 69-65 Miami. A couple of Knicks were asked after Friday's game if there's a playoff-type feel to playing 2 consecutive games against the same team. Some players said yes, others said no. Well, I can tell you the first 2.5 quarters so far in Miami, it's been almost deadlocked and certainly a playoff-type intensity. Josh Hart left side drive, pump fake and a pivot left block, and a turnaround jumper is good. Call it a push shot with the right hand to make it a 2-point game again. Of course, you do not have Tyler Hero nor Bam Adebayo. Same story with Jalen Brunson and OG Anunoby. Mitchell top side, passes right for Wiggins, tries to drive baseline on Bridges, but he'll be forced into a step-back jumper that he misses, too strong. McBride sprinting off the rebound. Left side wing, hands to Bridges. Knicks can tie or take the lead. Bridges up top, screen from Yabusele on the right side. He'll use it at the right elbow all the way to the cup, and a bank shot ties the game with the right hand. 69-69, exactly halfway through the third quarter. Larson, top of the arc, defended by the smaller McBride, but he forces him to pick up his dribble. Wiggins slashes to the foul line, connects with Larson, far corner, pump fake and a baseline drive, drew the foul on a leaner on McBride. And so Pelle Larsson, the breakout star out of Sweden, will get 2 foul shots and a chance to break the 69-69 tie. We are certainly not on pace for the offensive outburst we saw on Friday between these two teams. It was the highest scoring game ever between Miami and New York, 140-132. It was the Knicks who got to 140, but the Heat have also done it 3 times this year, something they had apparently done just 5 times in their franchise history before this year. And it's not just Miami and New York. Across the NBA, you are seeing ridiculous scoring efficiency. Andrew Wiggins checks out of the game for Jaime Jaquez Jr. after the first free throw was good for Larson. His second is off the back rim, so just a 1-point Miami lead, 5:45 to go in the third. Rebound, Mikal Bridges. He'll work it up court from left to right. He's in white. Knicks are in black tonight. Shaman on the right side wing, top of the key, off the dribble, 3, in and out. Rebound tipped by Ware, off of Yabusele, out of bounds right side. And it's Miami ball, 5:32 to go in this third quarter. Jaquez striding up court, finds Mitchell on the left wing, crossover dribble, tried to drive left side on McBride, but he's stonewalled. Reset on the right wing with Larson. Crossover dribble, stripped by Shaman on the drive. Ball loose in the paint. It was dropped by Bridges because of a foul. Khalil Ware was about to get a clean look at the cut, but a late but accurate whistle issues the third foul on Khalil Ware. It is the third foul on him and the team. 5:15 to go in this third quarter. Knicks ball down 1. New York has McBride, Hart, Bridges, Shamet, and Yabusele on the floor. Bridges crossover dribble left side layup. Got it to go high off glass, and he thought it was fouled by Pelle Larsson. Tough finish for Bridges. He's got 19 points. Norm Powell on the right wing. Passes to his right for Larsson, defended by Shamet, dribbling to the top of the key. Feeds Mitchell left wing, ducks inside, left-hand drive, and a Ware pass on the near corner. He had nowhere to go, swinging around to the far corner, and a turnover by Miami. Hart stripped Powell, and the ball went off of Powell's leg out of bounds. Josh Hart has forced 2 turnovers here in the third quarter, and the Knicks take over with a 71-70 lead. Neither team shooting particularly well from 3, although I guess you could say Miami's found the range. They're at 38%, but the Knicks just 5 of 20. Hart at the right point, thought about a 3. He'll attack the left block. Pull-up floater is good over Ahaka. The Knicks are getting a lot of their points on very difficult 2-point shots tonight, but it's added up to a 73-70 lead. And now a steal for Bridges on a driving kick. He'll go coast to coast for a 2-hand stuff. 21 points from Mikal Bridges, and the Knicks fans in the building are letting their voices be heard. Timeout Eric Spoelstra, 75-70 New York. They're 1 point shy of their largest lead tonight with 4:17 to go in an electrifying third quarter in Miami. 10-1 Knick run. You're listening to New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
Total Ortho Express is a state-of-the-art orthopedic care center with 4 Long Island locations: East Meadow, Syosset, Massapequa, and Deer Park. Injuries can happen at any time and can often require immediate attention. Total Ortho Express provides immediate walk-in orthopedic care from highly awarded specialists and surgeons, instead of waiting in an emergency room or a general urgent care. Total Ortho Express is open 7 days a week with extended hours, so that our patients have convenient and immediate access to the care they need. Learn more at TotalOrthoExpress.com.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope, it's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA Store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
This is Rick Brunson, the assistant coach from the New York Knicks. I'll be driving to our games this season in style in my new Jeep Gladiator from Princeton Jeep. My friends at Princeton Jeep gave me all-star treatment, and you can expect the same thing. Just mention I sent you, and they'll treat you like family. Princeton Jeep has tons of inventory and great deals on new vehicles. Visit Princeton Jeep at 1045 State Road in Princeton, New Jersey, or online at PrincetonJeeps.com and tell them Rick Brunson sent you.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
8 lead changes and 8 ties so far. Neither team is led by more than 6. At the moment, it's a 5-point New York lead with some very loud "Let's Go Knicks" chants between the last commercial break and the restart of play. DJ Khaled is here. Do with that what you will. Knicks 75, Heat 70 with 4:17 to go in this third quarter. Mikal Bridges, a game-high 23 points. 9 of 13 from the field and 2 of 4 from 3. He's on the floor with Clarkson, McBride, Hart, and Yabusele, a smaller Knicks lineup on a night where they've had 16 minutes from Mitchell Robinson. Heat ball from right to left. Jovic, a catch-and-shoot 3, short from the left wing off a pick and pop, and a strong rebound from Yabusele. He muscled Jaquez out of the way. McBride off the crossover, left elbow, stopped by Mitchell, reset with Clarkson, right side point, calls for a screen from Yabusele. They go pick and roll, but a handoff on the right corner to Bridges. Up top for McBride. 6 to shoot. Mitchell not letting him get away. Left side point. McBride and the rest of the league can't drive past Mitchell. Grenade from Hart. Brick wide right off the left point three. And it was the on-ball defense of Davion Mitchell that disrupted everything the Knicks were trying to do on that possession. Mikal Bridges gestures to his teammates to settle down. It's kind of where you put your hands out and push your palms downward. Not quite the silencer from LeBron, but similar to that motion. An emerging leader on this team, Mikal Bridges, especially with the captain on the mend. Knicks by 5. Miami ball from right to left in the black uniforms against the white of New York. Shamet will check in next whistle. Jovic near angle, catch and drive baseline, but he's sealed off by McBride. Almost dropped it. Resets up top with Jaquez, 2 to shoot. Left elbow now, pump fake. Rises for 2. Missed everything except the side of the net. And that's another shot clock violation. It is the 10th turnover by Miami. Knicks just gave it away for the 14th time. Shamet's coming in for McBride. Another instance of point guard by committee. That's the thing about the depth of this team. You've got essentially 4 ball handlers out there. Bridges is handling it now. He'll give it to Clarkson. You have Hart and Shamet as well with Yabusele in the middle. He comes out to set a screen for Bridges, top of the key. Bounce pass to Hart, right corner. In the lane, fadeaway jumper from 8 feet. Too strong off glass. Good defense from Jaquez. Teams have gone cold here since that last Eric Spoelstra timeout. Still 75-70. Final 3 minutes, third quarter. Spinning on the right side, Wiggins steps across the paint diagonally from high to low and banks home a lefty layup around Yabusele. 3-point game. Bridges down the right side of the paint. He wanted a foul, but missed a right-hand layup a little too strong. Jovic, full head of steam on the right side. Took a hip check from Hart at the far side elbow. And that'll lead to a side out for Miami. Knicks no more fouls to give. 2:33 left in the third. It's 75-72 New York. That is the third foul on Josh Hart. Towns has 4 fouls. So you might not see him until the start of the fourth quarter, which is a shame for the Knicks because he had 8 points in the first 4 minutes of the third quarter. Fontecchio, tough fadeaway off the back rim, and it missed from the right side elbow. Rebound, Shamet will take it up himself with pace. Passes left for Hart, catch and drive. Got hit hard by Fontecchio before the shot. He's calling for continuation, wanting an and one as he made a left side layup, but they will say it's on the floor. And the third Miami foul of the quarter. Rick Brunson coming up the far sideline, signaling that should have counted. And now James Capers comes in. Ray Acosta has said it is continuation and a 3-point play for Josh Hart. Big call there, as he can give the Knicks their largest lead with a free throw. It's 77-72 with 2:16 to go in the third. It wasn't because Rick Brunson came off the bench, but he certainly had a really good view of that call, and eventually they got it right. Hart gets the foul shot, so it is matching the largest New York advantage, 78-72. Hart's got 12, so does McBride and Towns, but it's Bridges with a game-high 23. Nobody on Miami has more than 13 points. Drew Smith, the triple is good from the left side wing. Clarkson frustrated. His defense was there, but Smith made it anyway. That's his first bucket in 9 minutes tonight. Knicks still by 3. Right corner, Clarkson swinging around. Bridges down the lane. Caught in the air, kick out to Clarkson. Right wing triple, very short. In fact, it goes all the way out of bounds on the air ball. And with 1:43 left in the third, the Heat will scamper up court from right to left. Jaquez in a hurry, runs over Hart. Ball came free, picked up by Bridges. Good no call there. Long outlet ahead to Shamet. Baseline drive. He got fouled and blocked by Wiggins, so 2 free throws coming for Landry Shamet. As things finally slow down here a bit. It's New York 78, Miami 75 with 91 seconds to go in the third. The 3 from Drew Smith broke a 13-3 Knicks run. And New York is just 5 out of 22 from downtown as Shamet rattles in the free throw at the right side. And this is the kind of game that, in a way, you've been hoping to see. And that 6-1 homestand, the Knicks were just lights out from three-point land. Across the home stretch, they shot 40% from 3. But here tonight, at just 23%, but they've still found a way to build a 5-point lead after the Shamet free throws late in the third quarter. Wiggins at the foul line, feeds the right wing. It's a three for Smith, and from the other side, he hits another three. Drew Smith back-to-back triples, and the Heat are back within 2. Clarkson top of the arc, down the left side of the lane, drive and kick to Bridges' far corner. He got stripped from behind by Smith. He'll motor ahead from right to left, pump fake inside, swatted out of bounds by Mikal Bridges after a pump fake. It'll stay with Miami. But an impressive rejection, hustling back on defense for the second block of the night for Mikal Bridges. Inbound near corner, and a three for Fontecchio that left him alone. A well-designed play, it would seem, out of the inbound, and an 81-80 Miami lead. That's a 6-0 Heat run. Final minute, third quarter, Shamet right wing. Catch and drive, and a kick to the right corner for Hart. Now Clarkson near side arc. In the paint, righty layup, rolls around and down. A tough finish without using the backboard. He rose and scored over Jovic. Knicks by 1, 38 seconds to go. Wiggins near side arc, holds the ball high, marked by Hart. Now backs him down, right elbow, out to Jaquez, unwilling to shoot the three. Left wing, and a pass back to Jaquez, left corner, and he makes me eat my words. He hits a left corner three. It is 84-82 Miami. Jaquez entered the game shooting 20% from downtown. He is 2 for 3 tonight. And the Heat are up 84-82 on a 9-2 run. They will review that last shot by Jaquez to see if it was a three-pointer. Final 10 seconds, third quarter. Pump fake by Clarkson, middle of the paint. Missed a leaner. Yabusele couldn't control the rebound. 3 seconds for Smith. Over to Jovic. A heave at the horn. Air ball from about 40 feet. High side wing. And it was indeed a two-pointer from Jaime Jaquez, so that means just a 1-point game heading to the fourth quarter. Heat 83, Knicks 82. This has been a good enough game to deserve a tight finish and an equally entertaining fourth quarter. 1-point game after 3 in South Beach. New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York, and the MSG Radio Network continues after this timeout.
Serving contractors, builders, and homeowners in the tri-state area since 1987, Brooklyn Window & Door is New York City's largest stocking dealer of quality Andersen window and doors. The professionals at Brooklyn Window & Door will help solve any of your window replacement needs or applications. Visit Brooklyn Window & Door's award-winning showroom to see the complete Andersen product line, including the 400, 100, A&E series. Andersen, built, backed, and serviced like no other window.
Visit Brooklyn Window & Door at 185 30th Street in Brooklyn, or call 718-WINDOWS.
This message is sponsored by BetterHelp. Shorter days don't have to be so dismal. It's time to reach out and check in with those you care about, and to remind ourselves that we're not alone. This month, don't wait to reach out. Whether you're checking in on a friend or reaching out to a therapist yourself, BetterHelp makes it easier to take that first step. Our listeners get 10% off their first month. Just call pound 250 and say the keyword timeout. That's keyword timeout after calling pound 250.
New York City basketball fans, tonight's message is powered by Local 3 IBEW and NICA New York. In this city, they run the three-man weave. Local 3, NICA New York, and 125 years of union electricians delivering safe, skilled power. From hospitals and schools to transit, Madison Square Garden, and that skyline, they keep the lights on. They're training the next generation so the city never slows down. Local 3 IBEW and NICA New York, powering New York City. Always on, always leading the way.
Wild Turkey Bourbon Master Distiller Jimmy Russell knew what to change over 70 years ago. Not a damn thing. Because Jimmy knew that we got Wild Turkey Bourbon right the first time. So he bet it all on the original Wild Turkey Bourbon recipe. That's why it's aged longer, never watered down, with the same bold pre-prohibition flavor. When you know it's right, don't change a damn thing. Wild Turkey Bourbon, aged longer, never watered down, bold flavor. Wild Turkey Bourbon, copyright 2025, Campari America, New York, New York. Never compromise. Drink responsibly.
That timeout between the third and fourth quarter was sponsored by BetterHelp. Mental health is health. Visit BetterHelp.com/timeout today for 10% off your first month of therapy. Miami ball as the fourth quarter begins. They're up 83-82. Wiggins down the lane, left block Jaquez, up top Jovic down the lane, kick left corner Jaquez, sealed off well by Clarkson. He'll drive baseline, but he's stripped by Clarkson. Loose ball comes to McBride. Purbos ahead from left to right, got fouled and scored. Right hand layup and one. Deuce McBride, who fell hard on his hip underneath the right side basket. He's got 14, and the Knicks have an 84-83 lead with 11:38 to go in the fourth quarter. Knicks have McBride, Clarkson, Shamet, Yabusele, and Robinson on the floor. Yabusele, 8 minutes so far in the game. Not used a ton in the first half, if at all. In fact, that's true. He played 8 minutes in that third quarter. Perhaps the longest run he's had yet in a single stretch under head coach Mike Brown. McBride misses the free throw, though, so just a 1-point Knick lead still. Wiggins, top of the arc, off the dribble, three, in and out, rebound Yabusele. No Brunson, no Anunoby. Towns in foul trouble with 4. Shamet coast to coast, missed a right-hand layup, but got fouled by Fontecchio. That toilet bowled all the way around and down. Now, Mike Brown comes out toward midcourt. He's arguing, was there maybe a touch on the rim? Should there be a goaltend, a basket interference? But the referee's not paying it any mind. And Shamet will get 2 free throws at the basket to our right. An impossible act to follow for Landry Shamet. The career-high 36-point effort on Friday. But a strong fourth quarter and a Knick win. Well, it'll feel just as good if he can get it done. Hits the first foul shot, so he's got 9 points in 30 minutes. Second free throw, up and good. 86-83 New York in a game that's had 8 ties and 12 lead changes. There has still not been a lead larger than 6. Jovic top side, swinging around far corner. Fontecchio drives baseline on Robinson. Kick out Wiggins left corner. Up top Jovic. Extra pass on the right side for Jaquez. Now a kick out to the far corner for Drew Smith. And he drills another 3. Drew Smith, who had just 4 points in New York on Friday, is now 3 of 4 from long range in 12 minutes. We're tied at 86. McBride running the point. Off the dribble, left wing 3. He got it! Big three-pointer from Deuce McBride to answer Drew Smith. He's got 17 points. 9 points for Smith, by the way, all after halftime. Fontecchio in the lane. Good no-look pass to the dunker spot. And a reverse layup from Andrew Wiggins. It's 89-88. 10:25 remains in what's been a wild back-and-forth rematch. Second game in as many opportunities between the Knicks and the Heat. Pick and roll left side, McBride and Robinson. Pass up top to Shamet. Catch and shoot three-pointer. Air ball. Was there a touch from Smith? No, it's clean out of bounds with a good contest from the fourth-year guard. And Miami takes over down 1 with just over 10 minutes to go. Smith left point. Step back dribble. Pump fake to 3. Finds Jovic. He'll take the 3 near wing. That won't go. Whistle and a foul on Clarkson on the rebound. Trying to prevent Fontecchio from stepping around him for the offensive rebound. The Heat already have 2 fouls in the first 2 minutes of this fourth quarter. That was number 1 on the Knicks. Bridges on the bench right now. He's got the game-high 23. 6 different Heat players have at least 10 points, but nobody more than 13. That's Larson's total. Near side, mid-post, Wiggins backing down Shamet. Out to Jovic. Drives down the lane, slices through the defense, and banks home a lefty layup. Miami 90, New York 89. Towns heads to the scorer's table with his 4 fouls. Clarkson in the paint, lefty layup, banked it in. He hung in the air in the middle of the lane, adjusted toward the left side of the paint, and then banked it home. Knicks by a 1. Lead change number 14. Smith, high side wing, into the far corner, Fontecchio, baseline drive, another foul on Clarkson. It was before any shot went up, but Clarkson will get hit with his second personal, and the second in the quarter on New York. Josh Hart heads to the scorer's table as Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Mitchell Robinson. 19 minutes for Robinson, so he's tied for his most of the season. We saw that in the first game he played all year on the road in Chicago. 5 offensive rebounds, 5 points. Heat ball from right to left in the black uniforms. Knicks in white tonight. Wiggins near side arc. Back to the top of the key. Jovic crosses over on Towns. Lefty layup wildly missed off glass. And because it did not hit the rim, that's a shot clock violation. Good enough defense from Towns. It looked like he was a step behind the attack from Jovic. But the Knicks take over, up by 1, 9:08 to go here in Miami. The 8-4 Knicks against the 7-6 Heat. More Let's Go Knicks chants here in South Beach. Miami Square Garden, sometimes they call it. Right block Towns, kick out McBride, near wing 3, in and out. That one halfway down. McBride 3 out of 7 from distance, 17 points tonight. Jaquez tried to hand to Fontecchio, poked away by Shamet. Fontecchio got it back. Now he drives the lane right side, and a bank shot goes over the contest from Towns on help defense. Miami back in front by 1. Clarkson, middle of the lane, slow-mo Euro, and a floater goes over Jaquez. A lightning-quick response from Jordan Clarkson. He's got 12. Knicks by 1, 8.5 to go. Fontecchio straight up. Passes left for Jaquez. Now posting up Hart. Far side mid-range. Picked up his dribble. Dropped it, got it back. Smith far corner. Pump fake and a baseline drive. Hang in the air and a foul called, I believe, on Clarkson again, which would be his third of the quarter. And yes, indeed. 8:12 to go. Fourth quarter, 93-92 New York. And this will be free throws for Drew Smith, who has really made an impact in the second half. Now, if the Knicks can find a way to win this game, it might be their grittiest effort of the season, as Smith ties the game at 93 over the free throw. Miami's shooting 41% from long range. The Knicks are at 24%. In 2 of the last 3 games, they have attempted over 50 three-pointers. Tonight, they're at 25. No Anunoby, no Brunson. Towns in foul trouble, and after a 1-for-8 first half, he really had a strong third, but clearly unable to get into rhythm. As Smith gets both free throws, 94-93, yet another lead swap. Miami's in front, 8:12 to go. McBride and the Knicks from left to right. Clarkson, Hart, Bridges, and Towns on the floor. Towns will set it up on the near side arc. Facing up on Jaime Jaquez. Starts his dribble right side, puts a shoulder into Jaquez, gets to the block and banks in another contested layup through contact. Towns has 10 in the second half. Knicks by 1. Jovic misses a wild runner from the far side mid-range. Rebound McBride. Turbos ahead and a right-hand stuff. Deuce McBride coast to coast, and he throws it down between 2 Miami defenders. Timeout Eric Spoelstra. Deuce chance for a dunk in Miami, and a 3-point Knick lead with 7:44 left in the fourth quarter. Wow. We'll take the timeout too. You're listening to New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
It's the Kia Season of New Traditions sales event. So don't just hang your own lights. Venture out and look for the northern lights. Drink cocoa on the beach. Or be a drive-by karaoke caroler. Because every new Kia comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. So you can take holidays to places they've never been. See your local Kia dealer or visit kia.com to learn more. Kia, movement that inspires.
See Kia dealer for warranty details. Event ends 12/1/25.
Ready to let the good times cruise? Then you need a Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea, a proud partner of the New York Knicks. Made with real iced tea, real vodka, and no bubbles. It's one wildly refreshing drink. Sun Cruiser goes great with the sun, the sand, the snow, and anywhere else your adventures take you. Stop by Kettle Black in Bay Ridge for 5 for $35 Sun Cruiser bucket specials during games. Sun Cruiser Beverage Company, Boston, Massachusetts. All nutritionals based on 12-ounce serving. Please drink responsibly.
Attention Knicks fans! Looking for infusion care that puts you first? ThriveWell Infusion specializes in delivering cutting-edge therapies for rare diseases and autoimmune conditions like rheumatoid arthritis and multiple sclerosis. Trusted by physicians across specialties, ThriveWell offers private state-of-the-art infusion suites and slam-dunk treatment from their highly trained medical team. From New York to New Jersey and across Long Island, experience care, comfort, convenience, and compassion like never before at a ThriveWell location near you. Find out more at ThriveWellInfusion.com. That's ThriveWellInfusion.com. Saving lives drip by drip.
Knicks fans, here's a guaranteed grocery win just for you. Take $10 off your online order of $50 or more at shop.foodbazaar.com, and your first delivery is free. Just use promo code FANSGET10. That's FANSGET10. And the wins don't stop there. Food Bazaar brings you an all-star lineup, the largest selection of international foods, plus the freshest meat, seafood, and produce in the game. Ready to win big? Use promo code FANSGET10 on your first $50 order at shop.foodbazaar.com today.
Knicks 97, Heat 94. 18 lead changes in this game. Nobody's led by more than 6. Yes, we've said that all night, but it continues to get more remarkable the longer we go without any legitimate leads for either team. 5 on the floor for New York, looking to protect and extend this 3-point advantage with 7:44 to go. Deuce McBride, Jordan Clarkson, Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, and Karl Anthony Towns. Heat ball from right to left. They've got Davion Mitchell, Simone Fontecchio, Norm Powell, Pella Larson, and the 7-footer Kel'el Ware. Miami in black, New York in white. Fontecchio, high side wing, back to Mitchell, top of the key, passes left for Powell, return feed up top. On the right side, Larson pump fakes a 3. Bridges not biting, back to Mitchell, left side drive, scoop layup is good around Deuce McBride, who yells in frustration because his defense was perfect, but Mitchell's offense was better. It's back to a 1-point game. Bridges down the middle of the lane, kicks right to Deuce McBride, but Mitchell right there with him. Top of the key, Clarkson between the legs, bounce at the foul line, steps inside, up top now McBride, jab step, takes his 3, short. Fontecchio got one hand on the rebound and then secures it despite the reach of Towns. 7 minutes left, Heat ball down 1. Powell, knifing to the paint, rises for 2 and floats it in from about 8 feet around the dotted line area. Miami by 1. Clarkson now. With the white headband, left side wing, a screen from Towns, pick and roll, drives to the foul line at the restricted area, and he brings it back out for Bridges. Left side feed now. Clarkson slips into the paint and hits a right-hand floater, winds up on his back. 14 points in 24 minutes, Knicks by 1. Fontecchio sprints ahead for a 3, back rimmed at left wing, rebound McBride. Quick outlet to Hart, looking around just across midcourt, finds Towns, trailer 3, back rim no from the top of the arc, is 0 for 4 from downtown. Just over halfway through the 4th, Knicks 99, Heat 98. Mitchell running point, marked by Clarkson, left-hand dribble to the foul line now, keeps going middle of the lane, got fouled and floated it home and one. Jordan Clarkson's 4th foul of the 4th quarter is a 3-point play opportunity for Davion Mitchell. It's 100-99 Miami. Landry Shamit's coming in for Deuce McBride. Clarkson pointing up at the video board to official J.D. Rawls, saying that he was actually getting pushed off by Mitchell's off arm. But Davion, who they call off night, 14 points, 1 rebound, and 5 assists. He's averaging 7.5 per game, on pace for a career high. At the left side basket, he gets a front rim roll on the free throw, so it's 101-99 Miami. Hart, Bridges, Shamit, Clarkson, Towns, 5 on the floor for Mike Brown and the Knicks. Down 2 with 5:45 to go. They leave Clarkson alone, far corner. He'll take a 3, but he back rimmed it in front of the Miami bench. Davion Mitchell on the other side. Picked up by Hart, left point. Jaquez right wing. Top of the key, Mitchell. Near wing Powell. Rip through, move, baseline drive, sealed off by Shamit, so he spins into the lane and gets a friendly roll on a right-hand runner all the way around and down. It's a 4-point Miami lead. Now Bridges, high side wing. Left-hand dribble. Caught in the corner, double team. Lost the ball out of bounds. What's the call? Travel, turnover. It's a turnover. It'll go off of Bridges in front of the Miami bench, and the Heat take over. 5:09 remaining in the 4th. They lead by 4. Larson, right side wing. Baseline drive on Clarkson. Picks up his dribble. Pump fake. Finds Ware all alone, middle of the paint. Missed a righty floater short. Towns got a good late contest up. Hart from coast to coast. Towns out high. Trailer 3, no hesitation. Back rim, no. He's 0 for 5. Larson the long rebound. Mitchell straight up. Crossover on Shamit, slips past him, left side of the paint, and he banks home a lefty layup. 105-99. This match is the largest lead for either team. And Mike Brown will call a timeout with 4:40 remaining. This Knicks timeout is sponsored by BetterHelp. Mental health is health. Visit BetterHelp.com/timeout today for 10% off your first month of therapy. Knicks down 6, but plenty of time left in a game that's been as back and forth as any we've seen all year. 4:40 to go in South Beach. New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network continues after this timeout.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN right now to try it for free, and you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Hoops fans, let's clear the glass. Citywide window cleaning. Third generation, 50-plus years serving Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, Hoboken, and Jersey City. Commercial or residential, we go full court with private home cleanings, empty apartment turnarounds, and monthly amenity spaces. Property managers, resident managers, private tenants, book annual or bi-yearly cleanings. We treat your windows like our own. No job too big or small. Get a quote at cwwindow.com. Citywide, see the city like it's courtside.
Every unforgettable Knicks moment is built on heart, hustle, and history, the same qualities that define London Jewelers. For 100 years, London Jewelers has helped generations celebrate life's biggest wins, from engagements and anniversaries to milestones that shine forever. Because true brilliance isn't just seen, it's felt, shared, and passed on. From fine timepieces to exquisite jewelry, London Jewelers is where moments become memories that last a lifetime. London Jewelers, celebrating 100 years of excellence. Visit London Jewelers at any of their 6 locations.
Stay tuned for the Knicks postgame show presented by Local 3 IBEW and Nika New York, always leading the way. Right now it's Miami in the lead, 105-99, but it's Knicks ball from left to right. Bridges, McBride, Shamet, Hart, and Towns on the floor. Now Mitchell Robinson came out late in the third after hitting 19 minutes. Thought maybe we'd see him again, but that has not been the case. This could be your closing 5 for New York. McBride splits a double team on the right side, dribbles in a circle, hands off to Bridges' right wing, in the lane, kick out to a wide open Deuce for 3 straight on. It's in and out, almost fell back in off the back rim, but winds up in the hands of Khalil Ware. He hands to Davion Mitchell. Largest lead for Miami or New York is 6, and that's what the Heat have right now. Khalil Ware finds a loose ball, scores, and one. Mitchell got stripped by McBride, but it came right to Ware, and he scored over Towns, who commits his 5th foul. So it is indeed the first lead of more than 6 for either team. 107-99 Miami with 4:05 to go in the 4th. Now, Knicks fans of a certain age, including my age, remember in the late 90s and early 2000s, Knicks Heat offense was so hard to come by in those grind-out playoff series that a lead like this almost felt insurmountable. But it's only 9 as Ware gets the free throw. 3:47 to go. Pass to a cutting Towns. Scores, and he's fouled. Great pass by Josh Hart. He somehow found the fingertips of Towns in the middle of the lane, surrounded by Miami players. But he banked it home and got the foul on Khalil Ware. That is the 4th on Ware. Towns has 5. But now with the Knicks back within 7, Towns gets a free throw. Plenty of time left, 3:55 showing on the game clock. At the basket to our right. Towns sinks the free throw. He's 5 for 5, 17 points, 11 rebounds, 2 assists, even though he's 0 for 5 from 3. 108-102 Miami, 3:48 remaining in the 4th. Jaquez, left elbow, spin, shoots, right-hand floater, no, but a tip slam by Khalil Ware. He's got 16 points and 6 offensive rebounds. Josh Hart right side. Throws a pass at the shins of an open Towns on the left block. Hart saying that's my fault. And the Knicks turn it over for the 15th time. They're down by 8, 3.5 to go. Davion Mitchell from right to left. Top of the arc defended by Bridges. Zips a pass left corner. It is Jaquez. Resets on the left wing with Powell. Crossover dribble and a baseline drive on Shamit. Gets into a tough step back two that he drains. A step inside the three-point line. 10-point Miami lead. Timeout Mike Brown. And the Knicks are going to have to play close to flawless basketball down the stretch if they want to win this game. It's 112-102 Heat with 3:09 remaining in the fourth quarter. This Knicks timeout, which is their penultimate timeout, is sponsored by BetterHelp. Mental health is health. Visit BetterHelp.com/timeout today for 10% off your first month of therapy. This does give us time to give you the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by your local Kia dealers. It's been such an interesting start to this year's postseason. Regular season. As when the year began, I think some fans said, let's get me to the playoffs. I want to see New York and Cleveland. Well, Cleveland was tested today at home by Milwaukee, but the Cavs improved to 9-5 with a 118-106 win. And Giannis Antetokounmpo only played 13 minutes in that game, so I apologize for not having the full official report, but hopefully nothing too serious. But that obviously played a major factor in that game, just 13 minutes from Giannis. Detroit beats Indiana by 15, so the Pacers are now 1-13. 1-13. A far cry from being one win away from an NBA championship this summer. Minnesota dominating the next Knick opponent, the Dallas Mavericks. It's 87-58. Timberwolves, the Mavericks will likely drop to 4-11. Those are your out-of-town scores brought to you by your local Kia dealers. Make the most of your season during the Kia Season of New Tradition sales event. Gift yourself some savings and visit your local Kia dealer today. Knicks ball from left to right. McBride for three. Rattled it in for the top of the key, and they needed that one. 112-105 off a driving kick from Josh Hart. With a 7-point game again, 2:50 remaining. The Heat are the fastest offense in the NBA, but they're wisely slowing it down here. Jaquez, right elbow, spins, stripped. Loose ball came to Ware. He dropped it, got it back. Sends it to Powell with 6 to shoot. Up top, drives left elbow. Pump fake on Bridges. Blocked by Bridges. Loose ball collected by Towns. To midcourt for Hart. 2.5 to go. Knicks ball down 7. Towns near the logo. One dribble, pump fake. Leans in for three. Trying to draw a foul. It was not called, and he missed the shot. Long outlet to Ware. And a tip by Josh Hart. Climbed the ladder and poked it away from Ware underneath the hoop. Knicks possessing again. 2:10 to go. Down 7. Towns muscles down the lane, and he fouled out. No, it's his 5th foul, beg your pardon. He used the off arm to hook underneath Pelle Larsson. It's his 5th. So he's still in the game, fortunately, but another Knick turnover. That's number 17. So Ware is playing with 4. Towns with 5. 112-105 Miami. It's their ball with 2:03 to go. Jaquez tried to catch Hart napping on a left side drive, but Hart was there, and Bridges blocked Powell in the middle of the lane. Back-to-back blocks from Mikal Bridges. McBride, right wing. 1:49 to go. Knicks ball down 7. Deuce for 3. Good off the dribble, right wing. Deuce McBride's keeping the Knicks in the game. 2 3-pointers. He's made a 10-point game a 4-point game. This is what he did in Game 3 in Indiana last year in the conference finals. It was a 7-0 run that kept the Knicks alive in that game. 1:33 left. Mitchell down the lane. Driving kick to Powell, right wing. At the foul line. One-legged runner. Back rim, no. Rebound Towns. 1:25 left. McBride again, right point. Crossover in the lane. Kick out. Bridges, far corner. Thought about a 3, but a good closeout from Wiggins. 112-108 Miami. Knicks ball. 1:15 remaining. 10 to shoot. Inside to Towns. Right block. Catches. Double team. Rises and got fouled. It was a tie-up with the ball. Jaquez and Wiggins were there, but there was contact with the body. So with 70 seconds to go, which at this point feels like plenty of time, Towns can make this a 3 or maybe 2-point game. They show the replay on the video board. Eric Spoelstra looking at his replay guy to see if he should challenge or not. The ball is in Towns' hands at the foul line to our right. Spoelstra keeps his hands on his hips for now. First foul shot from Towns is good. He is 6 of 6 from the stripe tonight. .23 from Bridges, but he's been eclipsed by Deuce McBride's season-high 25 points. The Knicks were down 10 with 3 minutes left. Mike Brown called timeout, and then Deuce McBride caught fire. Towns gets both. 8-0 Knick run in just under 2 minutes. They are very much in this game. 1:10 remains. Long inbound comes to Powell in the front court. He'll slice to the paint and banks home a righty layup. Knicks had great full court pressure, but they left Norm Powell alone. 4-point game. Knicks ball, 63 seconds to go. Shamet up top. Passes to Towns left wing. 0 for 5 from downtown. He'll start dribbling. Steps back. Pump fake. Hands to McBride. Beyond the arc left wing three. Not this time. Off the back rim. And the Knicks are up against the ropes now. Rebound Davion Mitchell. 114-110 Miami. 44 seconds left. Dribbling just across midcourt. 13 to shoot. 40 to play. Mitchell speeds past McBride. Right side. Driving kick. Tipped by Hart. Left corner. Comes to Wiggins. Pull up 2. No. Rebound Shamet. Both teams have 2 timeouts. Shamet from left to right. Off the dribble 3. He's short from the top of the key. Tipped by Hart. 25 seconds left. Towns for 3. Got it left wing. It's a 1-point game. 22.4 to go. And Eric Spoelstra calls timeout. Towns was 0 for 6 from distance, but he saves his best for last. 114-113 Miami. 22.4 to go. The Knicks will have to foul if they can't get a quick steal. But because Towns got a 3, it is still a 1-possession game. It was a 10-point Miami lead with 3 minutes left. It is down to 1, 2.5 minutes later. You said it was a playoff-type atmosphere here. It certainly is on the court. Towns has 22. Bridges has 23. And McBride has 25. Second consecutive game McBride's been able to start. He only had 9 points on Friday, 1 of 6 from downtown. Tonight, he's letting it fly. He's 5 of 12 from distance. 13 fourth-quarter points for Deuce McBride. 20 second-half points for Deuce McBride. It's an 11-2 Knick run. It's going to be a wild Knicks postgame show, hosted by Pat O'Keefe, and it's presented by Local 3 IBEW and NICA New York, always leading the way. Knicks will get McBride, Hart, Shamet, Bridges, and Robinson on the floor. 22.4 to go. Heat ball up 1. Knicks will have to foul if they can't steal the inbound. They can't steal it, so then they foul Davion Mitchell. Landry Shamet reached in. And that will send him to the free throw line with 21.4 seconds to go. I will answer the question that you're dying me to answer. The free throw percentage this year for Davion Mitchell is not good. He is at 58% this year. Now it's just a month into the season. It's been a slow start. He's a much better career foul shooter, but he misses the first. And you hear the cheers from the Knicks fans in the building. Towns will check in for Deuce McBride. No, that can't be. It is. He's not going to go far, though. 13 points. And you figure they just want the rebounding. Call the timeout. You got 2 left. 21.4 to go. Mitchell's second free throw is good. So the Knicks can tie or take the lead, and they have the benefit of holding for the final shot. 21.4 to go. 115 to 113 Miami. And what has been easily the wildest, most back and forth, evenly contested game of the season. For the Knicks, yes. For the Heat, probably not. They had a crazy double overtime win over the Cavaliers about a week and a half ago that ended on a inbound alley-oop dunk by Andrew Wiggins with 0.4 seconds left. There have been 21 lead changes in this game. The Knicks would like to make that number 22 and keep it at 22. McBride 25 after just 5 points in the first half. Bridges 23 and Towns 22. Of course, the first three-pointer in 7 tries for Towns right now is the biggest one he's taken all night. Might he have another one in store? "13 fourth-quarter points for McBride, 10 for Karl Anthony Towns." Far sideline inbound, Knicks down 2, 21.4 to go. Bridges will inbound with Shamet, Hart, Towns, and McBride, his options. McBride, of course, beat the buzzer in Portland last year off a handoff from Hart. Plenty of time here. Inbound, delayed, comes to McBride, top of the key. Defended by Mitchell, drives to the elbow, pull-up jumper, short. Rebound Towns, put back, blocked. Ball came loose, whistle, and they're going to call a goaltend on Miami. Ray Acosta with the late whistle. He says they can review it, but I thought that one was coming down. So 115 would be the score if this review holds. We'll get a look on the video board, and
is under review.
At second glance, I still think it was coming down. Now they've got advanced technology this year where they can actually use frame-by-frame camera technology to see if the ball hit its apex and if it's coming down after that. I believe it's also able to be incorporated in the telecast these days, but we'll see. So Towns off the putback. An early shot clock or early clock attempt from Deuce McBride was left short. It's called the NBA IQ. Not Emmanuel Quickly, but intelligence quotient to figure out if the ball flight was coming down when it was touched by Khalil Ware. It is very close, obviously. That's why the review is happening. Now, the other question is, was there a clear retrieval of the ball? Or, if it's not a goaltend, would they have to jump it up? It looked initially like Miami had it, but that's when Ray Acosta blew the whistle and said, let's look at this. And we have seen, painfully, in fact, 50-50 goaltend calls not be assessed by the officials during live play, and then the refs not being able to go back and overturn it. As we've said many times on these airwaves, if you do call it a goaltend, then you're able to give it a look. While they take a look, let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
Hey, this is Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson for 3!
And this is your home for New York Knicks basketball. This is 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS FM HD2, New York.
At the time of the whistle, the ball was loose. Therefore, we have a jump ball center circle between any two players in the game at the time, and it's no shot clock because we're less than 24.
.2 to go. And there's a little confusion here. Okay, they initially put 115 up on the board, but James Caper said it's a legal block shot, so the ball was apparently at its apex, which means the Heat still lead by 2, and there will be a jump ball at midcourt between Karl Anthony Towns and Khalil Ware, 2 7-footers. 13.2 on the clock. So if the Knicks don't win it, they'll have to foul immediately. If they do win it, they can call timeout. But they do not have to, of course. And Towns wins the tip back to McBride. They're going to let it play out. Knicks down 2 from left to right. Deuce speeds inside. Layup, no. Rebound, Towns. Put back blocked. Got it back again. Baseline leaner, in and out. Rebound tipped off the rim. It would not go. Whistle and a foul before the final horn. Referees looking around at each other. And I believe they're going to say game over. That's right. Final horn sounds. Foul came after the buzzer. The Knicks had 3 chances on the right side basket to tie it. But in the end, Miami hangs on 115 to 113 And the Knicks and Heat split this home and home between New York and Miami. McBride got a look on a left side drive. It was a rainbow left-hand layup, but missed short, almost got wedged between the backboard and the rim. Towns was blocked on his initial putback, found some space on the far side baseline. He tried a one-legged fall away. That one went in and out. Bridges got maybe a fingertip on the rebound, but at that point it was whack-a-mole. Everyone just chopping at the loose ball, went off the front rim, and then into the hands of a celebrating Davion Mitchell as the Heat improved to 8-6, and the Knicks dropped to 8-5. There was not a 20-second lead change in the end. Just 21 tonight. And Miami, well, they survive what would have been a nasty collapse. 10-point lead with 3 minutes left, and the Knicks were a goaltend review away from tying it at 1:15. But tonight was not their night, and that brings us to this evening's post-game coverage anchored by Pat O'Keefe. 115-113, Miami wins a thriller in South Beach. You're listening to New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
1 in every 6 men is likely to be diagnosed with prostate cancer in his lifetime. That's why New York Presbyterian wants to remind men over 50 to book a prostate cancer screening. A simple blood test is all it takes. It could save your life. Screenings are available across New York City and West